And we are back. Welcome into part 4 of our F1 Manager 2024 Create a Team Career Mode campaign, where we are playing as Lotus F1 Team, bringing them back to Formula 1 as the 11th team on the grid. It's not been a very long break since the last time you guys were here. Part 3 was yesterday, and we're already back for part 4 because I've just been having so much fun with this game. I had a little bit of time to stream today, so I figured, let's see if we can get a race or two in today and see what happens. We've got race 8 in Monaco and race 9 in Canada coming up, so we'll see if we can get through those two races today. And we're in a very exciting part of our campaign right now, because last stream, out in round 6 in Miami, we finally got points on the board. Here's our display capture. Perfect. So this is our championship standings after last stream. So to quickly recap, we did races 4 through 7, Japan, China, Miami, and Imola. And up at the top, Verstappen won all 4. Paris on the podium, second or third in all of them. But we didn't really care at the battle at the top because our fight as Lotus F1 Team, we are coming into our first season with a goal of finishing 6th in the Constructors' Championship. Our guys, Liam Lawson and Ollie Behrman, have put points on the board in Miami, as I just mentioned, getting a 7th place for Liam and a 10th place for Ollie, for a total of 7 points. And that shot us up from 8th place and no points on the board all the way up to 6th, exactly where we need to be for our season target. So that's we were very excited about that. We were so hyped. We had to work hard for that shit. We got it didn't look like we were going to be on track to score points. It was just we had Liam, struggling to hold on to a 10th place, and all of a sudden, and also I should mention, it was raining the whole race, but still struggling to hold on to 10th, and it looks like the guys behind might catch us. All of a sudden, Ocon crashes, safety car. Our guys were literally a corner away from hitting the pit entry, so we gotta pull the trigger, send both guys into the pits, fresh tires. 5 guys ahead of us all just missed the pit entry, could not pit like we did, and on fresh tires, got past a bunch of them and ended up in 7th and 10th points on the board. Huge win for the team. And now we move on to Monaco and Canada. And, yep, that's where we are going to pick up today. Turn the game audio back on. How did Imola go? I left after Miami. Imola did not go as good as Miami. So Imola, we had Ollie on a alternative strategy that didn't really pan out. So then we kind of switched his strategy. We had Liam in a decent place. He was up fighting the points again, kind of scrapping it out for 9th, 10th place. Mid-race, Behrman hit the wall pretty hard, wrecked his front wing, rear wing. I think he ended up damaging 4 different parts in the car. He technically could have kept going, but we just retired him after the crash because he wasn't going to get anything out of that race weekend. So we figured, if his car's fucked, let's just save the engine. So it was retirement for Behrman. And we also then ended up with Liam just really didn't have the pace, ended up falling down to 11th. Ricardo ended up picking up a point in 10th. Lawson finished 11th, a little bit behind Ricardo, just didn't have the pace to keep up with him. For a good chunk of that race, we were fighting, but at some point, Ricardo just pulled some ridiculous pace out of his pocket and just blew away from us, and we just could not get close again. So RB have put their first point on the board in Imola, but we do still have a 6-point lead because Lawson picked up that 7th place in Miami. The lead is now 7 points to 1. But the fight is ramping up. All of a sudden, first 5 races of the season, it was very much the top 5 teams were scoring all of the points. But now, it looks like us and RB have now both gotten into this fight as well. Mika waited too long and lost the second free cup. Come on, Mika. Oh yeah, so we didn't have a double DNF. We had this is our guy and this is the other guy. So we had Lawson DNF'd in Saudi Arabia and Behrman DNF'd in Imola. This DNF here is Ricardo. That's not one of our guys. So yeah, we've had each guy has had one did not finish this race. Also, before we get into the next race weekend, let me quickly mention I finally started using my VOD channel. I created this YouTube channel like 2 weeks after I started streaming, and then I never used it. And I'm finally actually getting on that shit and have started saving and uploading the VODs for this F1 Manager campaign onto there. So if you have missed any of our previous sessions, parts 1, 2, or 3, they are all up on there, and you can go check them out. I think at some point today after stream, I'm also going to go into these and start setting markers for where each part starts, so it's easier to skim through them. Like if you want to see like for example, if you missed Imola and you want to see what happened, I'll set a marker where the Imola race starts, so you can go to part 3 and find that, and I'll do that for all 3 of the VODs. So just quickly want to shout that out, and the link for the YouTube channel is right there in chat as well. But yeah, we're going to get into the Monaco weekend here. Monaco will be a disaster since you're set up for the straights, so you do have a good point there. Let me, if my controller would turn on, there we go. Let's see. Let's look at car performance going into Monaco. So here we go. So top speed is 7th overall, acceleration 13th, DRS effectiveness 7th, low speed cornering is 7th, medium speed cornering is 11th, and high speed performance is 9th. Dirty air tolerance is also 9th, tire pres is 11th, and engine cooling and our total extra rate are both ranked 7th. So our front and rear wing upgrades definitely did help us improve a lot of our weaknesses and did very much like balance out the car a lot more. So instead of like really being stronger in certain places and much weaker in other places, we now have a much more balanced performance setup. We do have very strong low speed cornering, which is a good bonus. Medium speed cornering is a bit concerning since that's only ranked 11th. And also the tire preservation. If this ends up being a one-stop, which Monaco, I believe, usually was in the past games, tire preservation might be a bit of an issue for us, also not being a great attribute on the car. Our acceleration still needs work as well. I don't know how much of a factor that'll play here, but ultimately, like we've talked about last time out, our one hope for Monaco is that just given that overtaking is damn near impossible, as we all know, if we can get one or both of our guys into Q3 and have them in the top 10 to start off with, we just have to hope that we can then, from a top 10 position, just kind of manage and hold on to that position and see if we can scrap out a 9th or 10th maybe in the race. So we will see what happens. Set up for the straights? I didn't know the stream was homophobic. I mean, we do have good straight line speed. Race targets. I think we'll say because it's Monaco, I'm just gonna play it safe and say 14th as a target, and then 15th. So yeah, I don't want to risk not walking away with any payout. I'd rather take the safe like 500K payout by going conservative with both of them. Balbo, welcome in. Good evening. How are you doing today? We are just getting ready to get into the Monaco race weekend here.
Welcome along to one of the biggest weekends in motorsport, here in Monaco. Cars have been racing through Monaco's streets since 1929, and this...
Make sure my game audio is good. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, we've been wanting to use our reserve driver. We're gonna put Abby Pulling in FP1 again. Let's see. All parts on the car are good, right? We don't have... Yeah, I think our next upgrades package... Yeah, we do have... We just finished a new suspension Spec 2 and an underfloor Spec 3, but those are not going to be available for the cars until Canada, next race out, I believe. But for now, we have the first upgrades package we had coming in for Lawson's car in Australia and Behrman's car in China was we got an upgraded chassis and underfloor. our second upgrades package of the year, we had a front wing and rear wing come in time for Miami, and that was a big difference maker for us. That got us those points. And next little updates package we have is going to be an upgraded underfloor and suspension. I'm doing great right now, but the Russell disqualification was a surprise. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in the stream. I saw, like, when I was getting ready for stream, I saw, like, a tweet about it, but I didn't know if it was, like, serious or if it was just one of those, like, accounts that just, like, makes up, like, rumors. But then I went live and I saw a few people talking about it in chat, pulled it up on Twitter and saw that it was confirmed that he got disqualified for being, like, what was it, 1.5 kilograms underweight. It was rough. These upgrades are not the ones you sent in Discord. These are upgrades that I've already done in previous streams. So when the next ATR period opens up at the end of this month, I think we'll start doing upgrades, I guess, based on the feedback that you gave me on, like, how to update the car. So these are the upgrades we've done so far, but yeah, next time we have a chance to do some new upgrades, we're going to take that approach. So Monaco straights obviously is the least of our worries. We're going to need good cornering and traction, I imagine. So we can kind of just, yeah, something like that. First CFD time use for the underfloor. Okay. Also, I was taking a look at the F3 drivers' overall ratings, and honestly, even at 59 overall, there are drivers in F3 in this game who are rated 59 and lower, so we definitely can, already as it is, probably get Abby pulling a F3 seat for the next season. Alright, so we've got... Okay, that looks good. And quick tip, when you use CFD temp for any part, make that same part with the same sliders for even larger upgrades. That's how CFD temp should be used in F1 Manager 24. Ooh, okay, good to know. Yeah, so you mean like do, like, for example, like do an underfloor with like certain like settings on sliders using the CFD temp, and then do, for the next round upgrades, do the same part again using the same settings, using like CFD time again to like kind of, I guess, like exponentially improve on the quality of that part, I think is what you mean by that, right? Okay, alright, now we're in the working window. That's what we want to see. Seb, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How has your Sunday been so far? Hey, I know. Oh yeah, I was watching your F1 Manager stream the other day. Welcome in. Said dinner now I'm full as fuck. Hell yeah, you love to see it. I was like, I know I recognize that username. Where do I remember it from? That's why. I am doing good. Myself and chat were talking a bit about the Russell disqualification because that was a bit of a shock. I saw like a tweet about it when I was getting ready for stream. Didn't know if it was serious or not. I went live and then chat told me that like, yeah, this is in fact like real. Like this actually happened, and it's a bit upsetting to hear. But yeah, officially disqualified. I can't believe we've now had 2 race weekends in a row with a controversy involved in the race winner. I'm like, honestly, I'm not even like a George Russell fan or anything, and it just kind of like sucks to like see something like that happen. Like, of course you gotta feel for him. Sandboard's gonna make it 3. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't even be surprised, honestly. It's Max Verstappen's home race 2, and if I remember correctly, since they brought Zandvoort back to the calendar, he's won every race there, right? So I feel like he's gonna pull out some antics to try to get back and keep the win streak alive at home. I could see it happening. Yeah, it's the nature of F1. The closer the fight for the championship, the more controversy arises. Oh yeah, shit's really been kicking off. I mean, actually, I was just thinking about like, you know, Hungary last week with the McLaren drama, and now this week with the Russell disqualification. But actually, this just also reminded me about even Austria, where you had Max and Lando fighting, and then they crashed and resulted in George Russell winning that race. Like, yeah, this season's been kind of nuts, and it's I mean, honestly, you love to see it, because any season like this, just where you have I'm very much a Leclerc, Alonso, and Ferrari fan, but at the same time, I just love any F1 season where it's just like so competitive top to bottom, and you have a season like this where there's, what is it now, 7 different race winners in the first half of the season. I definitely enjoy stuff like this. You know, 4 teams that can win races and even score 1-2s in a good day. Yeah, exactly. I saw the stat, what was it? This is the first time since 1960 that 4 different F1 teams have scored 1-2s in the same season. Because now Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, and Mercedes all have, well, actually, shit. I guess I saw that stat before the Russell disqualification, so that's not true anymore. Shit. Oh, man. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, that's as close as I'm gonna get it. Let's hope Red Bull finally brings some upgrades after the break. They've only been getting slower this season. I'm maxing. Yeah, it's I was looking at the season results so far, and it's so weird to now see all of a sudden it's been what, 5 races since Max last won. Was his last win? It was Spain, right? Because now we've had Austria, Britain, Hungary, and Belgium, and there's one more race that I'm forgetting. Oh, and there's one more race in there that I'm forgetting about, but I think it's now 5 races since he last won. And even last few races, he's actually, like, you know, even not even making it onto the podium. He was 5th in the last 2 races, so, I mean, Yeah, and even I was even enjoying it all kind of kicked off from Nui leaving, honestly. But yeah, I think 2023, I mean, I do like Max, but 2023 it just got boring to see him win every race. So like, but a season like this, I don't have any problems with Max winning when it's like a race like Imola early this season where it's like, yeah, Max won, but he had to like fight for the win. It's like, when he has to really like dig in and actually pull everything out of his pocket to find a way to win, that's when it's actually like satisfying to see a Max win, not when he's just 20 seconds ahead and it's not even Perez is not even challenging him, just kind of on his own in second. It's, you don't want to see that, but when Max is actually like fighting for the wins, it's awesome to see. And even Max, I think, enjoys it more like that. I think he prefers that too. Anyways, we've got our setups good to go, and I think we're good to go for qualifying in Monaco. And our goal all season has just been to get both guys into Q2, but this is Monaco. Qualifying is going to be everything here, so the goal today is to get at least one, if not both guys into Q3, because that is our only chance of scoring points today. So let's see. Soft tires, we've been liking the 2-lap runs. They've been working really well for us so far this season.
Okay, so the green light is now.
Yeah, I am so happy that Leclerc's finally won Monaco. That was one of the most satisfying. What did he do? Ran wide? Did you crash? No, we're good. Okay. As long as we haven't damaged any parts, I don't care.
Okay, we're happy to push.
Yeah. I'm so happy that Leclerc's finally won Monaco. Oh my god. I don't care how boring that race was. Yeah.
P10, P10. Box this lap and cool the engine.
We've had so many such satisfying moments this season. Lando's first win, Leclerc winning in Monaco, the race leaders crashing, causing someone else to win a race. I can't remember the last time we saw that happen. It might have been, would it have been Monza in 2021 when Verstappen and Hamilton crashed, allowing the McLarens to win? Okay, looks like we've got Lawson into some decently clean air. Behrman, P12. Let's see, that is about... I can't see because it's saying outlap for Alba, and I want to see what the gap is between us and the drop zone. And we got Lawson. Lawson got stuck in traffic on his flying lap, so we are about half a second away from the drop zone, so I think we should be okay. Yeah, okay. We are safe. 12th and 13th. We're going to need to see a little bit of an improvement in Q2, but we are safely through. And we got 100% and 96% car setup confidence, which you, of course, love to see. I don't think the gap didn't look too much. It looked like the teams ahead of us were maybe like a 10th or 2 ahead. So, let's see, we're going to do 2 laps again. This time we're going to do it on use so we can have another fresh set. gonna get him out quick. I would have liked to release Behrman a second earlier or later so he wasn't caught behind Verstappen, but I think we should, yeah, Verstappen's going to pull ahead anyways because he's so much quicker. That's not our... not that bad of an issue. Lawson, 1.3 off top.
E5.
That's
I think this is good.
Ahead of Russell.
We can go recharge on and we'll box this lap.
Danny Rick's like 3.5 tenths ahead of us. We're going to... go fresh softs. We're gonna go single lap. All right, so Lawson is looking in a not great spot. I didn't realize that Paris and Norris hadn't, or Paris and Sainz hadn't set a time yet. But we are literally... Lawson, at least, is only 1/100th of a second away from making it into the top 10, so pace could be there. This is very much on to at least get one of these guys into Q3, hopefully. Yeah, Merck's 12th and 16th. They've been... their race pace hasn't been horrible, but they've been having a couple shockers in qualifying. I think, if I remember correctly, it was Hamilton went out in a... Q1 in Miami and Q2 in Imola, and I think Russell got knocked out in Q2 in one of those races as well. Alright. One more flying lap to make it into Q3. Lawson has improved in the first sector. See how we do. Alright. We are not far off from the drop zone. We just need a little bit of an improvement, just a bit more than everybody else. And Lawson across the line. It's going to go P9. Russell behind does not improve, so Russell is out in Q2 again. Another bad qualifying for the Mercedes. And Behrman also about to cross the line. And can he make enough of an improvement to make it into Q3? Behrman is only going to prove enough for P12 for the moment. Next one across the line that could be a problem for us is Kevin Magnussen, currently P14, coming around the final couple corners here. We're going to see where he can put his Haas car, if he's going to get ahead of Behrman. He is going to get ahead of Behrman, so Behrman drops down to 13th. Is Alonso on a hot lap? He is coming around the final corner now. And it is going to be... no improvement for Alonso, so he stays 12th. Hamilton improves, but only the 14th, so the Mercedes have qualified 14th and 15th for Monaco. The Mercedes qualifying pace in the last 3 races has been shocking. Their race pace has been decent again, but I don't know what happened to their qualifying pace. They are nowhere. But big news, we got Lawson into Q3, 1.36 seconds off top spot. Unfortunate that we could not get Ali a little bit higher. I would have liked for him to be at least 11th or 12th, but 13 is still not the worst place in the world to be. And Lawson splits the 2 RBs in Q3. Got Lance Stroll ahead in 7th. Alonso could not make it into Q3, down in 12th. So there really is a fight brewing between Aston Martin, RB, ourselves, and Mercedes. Like we've been talking about, beginning of the season, we had Mercedes. I'm going to do 2 qualifying laps on the start. We're going to do, what do we have? We have 2 fresh softs. I want to save at least one of them for the race, so we're going to use 92% used softs first. 2 flying laps. Yep, I'm going to put them out immediately so we can get we can try to get 3 laps in this session, hopefully. Let me check. No rain, we're good. Alright, send out immediately. So I'm hoping he can do a 2-lap run and then come back in the pits, quickly change up tires, and do one final run. Shouldn't have enough time for that since it's Monaco. But yeah, like I was saying, first 5 races of the season, it was very much Mercedes and Aston Martin on their own in that fight for P4, and our teams, Lotus, and our rivals RB were very much off the pace of them, not really challenging them at all. And it's a good first lap for Lawson. He's 1.1 seconds off of Leclerc's provisional pole time right now, and both RBs and the Aston Martin are behind us in that first run. And that was on, was that on light fuel load? But anyway, but now all of a sudden the gap definitely has closed, because now between all 4 of those teams, it is mixed up in Miami, in Imola, and now in Monaco. It's all mixed up between those teams, Lotus, RBS, and Mercedes. It's, you know, every session it seems like a different team has the advantage in a different place, so it's really cool to see that this is finally, like, closing in, and now we've got a, like, serious fight on our hands. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so now we've got a fresh set of soft tires. We're going to do a 1-lap run. We are in a good spot. Perez did not have a good first run. He is down in 10th right now. So if we can find a little bit of an improvement, there is a chance we could hold 6th here. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. There's no one else going out. I'm gonna send him out now. Just want to make sure we get clean air. Alright. This is it. This is possibly Liam's biggest qualifying lap of the entire season. This to get him as high as we can possibly get on the grid for Monaco. This is Liam's first Monaco Grand Prix in Formula 1. And he has a chance to start it from an incredible position and has a chance to score big points. Again, like we did in Miami, where we got him a P7. So let's see what he can do. It is a good improvement in the first sector. He puts in an 18.2, about 2/10 off of Norris's first sector time. I just saw those flash, but I didn't see what they were. All right, this is big. Another improvement in the second sector. Amazing. All right. This is it. Moment of truth. What is it going to be for Liam Lawson in Q3 in Monaco? Cross the line. Improves by a little over 2/10 of a second.
Currently at P6.
That's a good time. I'm happy with that. That's a 1:10.3. Looking at the guys behind, Ricardo, first sector, 3/10 off of Lawson's time. Sonoda matches him in the first sector, slightly off in the second sector. It's looking good. Stroll, same thing, matches him in the first sector, slightly behind in the second sector. It's all going to come down to this third sector. Sonoda only improves to 7th. We stay ahead of Sonoda. Ricardo crossing the line now. Does not improve. Perez goes ahead of us into 6th place. That's fine. Lance Stroll's the final one who can knock us down a bit. And Stroll does not beat us. Only makes it up to 8th. Lawson is starting the Monaco Grand Prix from 7th position. This is absolutely huge. We've got a car in P7. Exactly. Less than a second off of pole position in Monaco, which was actually taken by Leclerc. There is no Red Bull. Red Bull have been dominating the season, have won every single race, but Verstappen is in 4th, Perez is in 6th. The 1, 2, 3 is Leclerc, Piastri, and Carlos Sainz. So, we might finally have our first non-Red Bull winner of 2024 in this game. Can Leclerc do in the game what he did in real life this year and win in Monaco? Or is Ferrari going to find a way to fuck it up again?
The streets of Monte Carlo are ready as the drivers now prepare for 78 laps around this historic track.
Monaco can hand out unpredictable results, just like in 1982, when 4 race leaders hit trouble. Riccardo Patrese eventually claimed the win after managing to restart his stalled car by himself with a downhill bump start.
Monaco is famous for its many narrow twists and corners. From the brake-heavy La Rascasse to the treacherous Sand of Oz, there are no proper straights to speak of, and it's extremely hard to overtake here. It sounds like simple advice, but getting up as high on that starting grid as possible is the best plan of attack. The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
All right. Oh. 2-stop. It's saying a 2-stop is 15 seconds quicker, which is interesting. So yeah, soft tires definitely not going to last. It would definitely have to be medium to hard. Two-stop at Monaco. Well, let me see what the two-stop looks like if we do a two-stop, we have to start with the softs because it's all about getting a good start. I mean, Behrman also didn't make it into Q3, which means he should have, yeah, 2 fresh set of soft tires. So if two-stopping is an option, I feel like better than doing a soft, medium, hard, or hard, medium, soft strategy. I think if we were going to do that, we'd want to do soft, soft, hard, make up as many positions as we can, and then once we've got a decent position, then go to the hard tires or something like that.
A little birdie told me you wanted more gamer subs.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Also, are you still planning on going live around 4?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I just want to plan out, because like obviously each one of these takes, you know, like, between like 30-45 minutes. I just want to make sure I don't get into a whole next like race weekend if you're about to go live.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to plan out how I'm gonna do the stream. Yeah, doing a two-stop starting on a hard is like crazy strat to have for Monaco. Actually, oh, soft medium could work. Two. Soft medium. Yeah, I think if we're doing a two-stop, you have to, if you're doing a two-stop, I don't see why you would use the hard tires when the tire deck looks like this. Yeah, 'cause it's saying, yeah, 'cause I feel like it makes sense to do a medium hard, but according to what this is saying, it's saying that a two-stop like this, soft medium, would be, well, first of all, it's 4 seconds quicker than the one that they had given us, but this is a 1:35.35. This is a 1:35.56. So it's like, is everybody else planning on two-stopping? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's like, it's giving me the two-stop strategy as an option as by default, which makes me think, is the AI also going to two-stop? Because if a lot of people are two-stopping, then it definitely makes sense to do the two-stop. But if like we're the only ones who are going to be two-stopping, then we're going to kind of be screwed. It is very marginal to do it like this, so we definitely have to manage tires too. Yeah, I think I'm good with putting Ollie in the two-step because he is in 13th anyways, so giving him the opportunity to like push on very quick soft tires will at least help him maybe make up some places. But again, it is Monaco, so it's like, where's the overtaking gonna happen? So I think we can go light on fuel as well. It is Monaco. I think we're, you know, safety car is probably likely. So we can definitely underfuel them a bit too. Yeah, maybe we go, how bad would it be? Let me see. So I don't like this as a two-stop, so I have an idea where we start him on the mediums, but then we can still two-stop him if we need to change a strategy. One step medium hard, would that be weird? That's what happened. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I just assumed, like, for Monaco, like, medium hard would be the way to go. So what I'm thinking for Liam is we start him with the plan to be medium hard one stop, but depending on what we see everybody else doing, we could switch it over to a medium to two softs two stop. Because yeah, like it looks like the pit stop would have to be around the same point. It would have to be around lap 34 anyways. Either strat, it looks like it'd have to be the same. So we could, you know, and it looks like, you know, medium tire management, it's not like we're like pushing more on one strategy versus the other one. So I think we could just do it like this, and then if it looks like two-stop is the way to go and we see what other people are doing, then we can just switch it over and it's not going to affect how we run our race. So I think we'll start him with the plan to do the one-stop medium hard, but we can call the audible to switch it over to the two-stop if it seems like that is the way to go for him. And for Bearman, this will be our plan A. And then 2-stop might be less race time, but you'll lose the seconds very quickly through being... Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm worried about. Like, it seems like 2-stop is, like, a possibility, but at the same time, we're going to lose so much time trying to, like, overtake people and getting stuck behind them, like silver cars and everything, so... And then plan C is if somehow this ends up... I don't know, if somehow this ends up being an option for us. Yeah, so that's gonna be our, so we're gonna start with, we're gonna have Ollie doing the soft, medium 2-stop, but we'll see how things go. We could call an audible, go to plan B, which would be soft, medium, soft, or plan C, which would be going soft to hard and do the 1-stop. Just once we can evaluate what everybody else is doing, because I think that's what's gonna matter the most here, is just as long as we, especially with Liam, as long as we are doing the same as what everybody else is doing, we are good. So, yeah, so that's going to be, we have a plan A and a plan B for Liam, and then we have a plan A, B, and C for Behrman. So I think we have good options here, and we're just going to have to cover off what everybody else does. But at least we have a plan in place. I also like that Liam's confidence is very high right now after how he's done his last 2 races. Yeah, that too. We'll have to see if the projected degradation that we're seeing here is actually accurate. Like, I think with Behrman, like, this is with the projected deg, but if we see that the soft tires are not degrading as quickly as it says they will here, then this 1-stop is an option as well. So I think this is good. I think we're good with this, and we have our alternative options if we need to change how we run things mid-race. We're under-fueling a little bit. We're going to hope for a safety car as well, because that could, you know... We're thinking about strategy here, but, you know, a safety car could just completely change how we plan this out as well. So, we'll see how it goes. And, yeah, Monaco Grand Prix time. Let's get into it.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. Amidst the noise and fanfare of the occasion, a crucial moment now to concentrate.
Being 7th on the grid gives them a good advantage.
It does.
This is a great opportunity for points.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we?
All right. This is it.
We're here in the streets of buzz at the Monaco Grand Prix.
Liam has qualified a season-high 7 at Monaco. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got not great start. Stroll's already trying to get past him. Hopefully we get the acceleration, and we do. Let's see. Let's look at tires. All right, so Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Stroll, Ricciardo, Magnussen on hards. Piastri, Norris, Perez, Lawson, Tsunoda, Alonso, Hamilton on mediums. Yep. Behrman and Ocon in the back on softs. Looks like Behrman's also lost a position to Hamilton at the start. But we have got mixed strategies all up and down the grid, as we can see here. We're going to go back off on fuel because we are a bit low. We're going to back off on tires as well, of course, because we don't want to get through these too quickly. Alright, Ian Riddle Paris is already a second, but understandable. 7th is the highest we could possibly get out of today, no matter what, of course. I think it's, you know...
We need to slow down.
Copy. We can do a little bit more management.
Copy. DRS enabled. so we are.
Yeah, I'm trying to size it up, see how close he's gonna be able to get to us. So, already after one lap, it's very clear like where everybody is. Like the top 6 have already broken away. Understandably, of course, like those top 3 teams, Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull, are just so far ahead of everybody else. But now we've already got a pack of Lawson, Stroll, Tsunoda, and Ricciardo are already starting to break ahead of the pack behind. Magnussen's dropped to 2nd. And then we've got Alonso, Hamilton, and then we got Behrman down in 14th. Alright, let's see how close Stroll can get with DRS on this straight. Right, not close enough to make an overtake, but yeah. It's definitely a fight with the Aston Martins and RBs, and maybe even the Haas, also maybe the Mercedes, to scrap away for these points. But a 7th is definitely the highest possible result we can get, but any points will do for us. As long as we continue to outscore RB, that is what matters at the end of the day. So, let's see, I think, honestly... Let's look at pace so far. So we're looking at everybody behind Lawson's like a couple tenths slower, but he's also definitely just kind of like going to be holding everybody up here. Stroll. Oh, why did I think? Yeah, never mind. For some reason I thought there was DRS down there. It's only on the main straight. Stroll's now 7/10 behind. Does he have... Yeah, so the good news for us is that it's Stroll and Tsunoda, not Tsunoda that's an 8th behind us, which means that us having the medium tires as compared to... Oh, he's gonna try to make a move here. What the... Jesus. Whoa. Never mind. I did not expect him to try to make a move there.
Keep your head down. The next car back.
I was about to say I was happy that Stroll's behind us because he wouldn't have the same grip on the hards that we do on the mediums, but he got past us there pretty easily. So I'm going to go a bit of deploy just to try to not lose too much ground with him, and then maybe close up enough to try to get back past on the straight with DRS, but I don't know how that's going to work out for us. But maybe we can pull a second gap to Tsunoda here if he doesn't get DRS off of us on this straight. Gonna be too far away from Stroll to re-overtake, I'm pretty sure, but maybe us and Stroll can pull away from the RBs and then we kind of have our own fight for 7th place going here. How much time is saved if you pit under safety car here? Where is it? Under safety car, we would save about 4 seconds. Deploy again.
Overtake is available.
Okay, mate, copy.
DRS we do.
He does have DRS. Recharge on.
I'm gonna try to get back past here. Oh, we are. So I'm gonna use a little bit of deploy to try to make the same move that Stroll made on us, but he's gonna keep the inside line, so I don't know if we're actually gonna be able to do it. Wow, they're going for overtakes. He's gonna go for the overtake in the... Oh my god. These guys are genuinely going for overtakes in, like, unconventional places at Monaco in this game. That's kind of nuts.
Just do your best, please.
Is he gonna dive down the inside here? You know what? If these overtakes are possible, we're gonna go overtake aggression high and see if we can make it happen. Because it seems like we're getting decent acceleration out of these corners. If we can actually go side by side, wheel to wheel here in Monaco, this would never happen in real life, but it's a game, and yeah, amazing. All right, so I'm actually going to have him push a little bit, and just
To pick up the pace.
maybe build a second gap on the guys behind, and then we don't have to worry about them. Let's see if that works.
Oh, you're doing good. He's 7th. The car ahead is Perez.
Stroll's 1.6 behind now. Let's see if that actually holds, or if he's going to close up to us in the slow parts of the track. Or slowest parts of the track. Magnussen in front of a DRS train, just in real life. Yep. Alright, so the good news for us is that continues to hold up Hamilton and Alonso. Because I think those are the two big... Hamilton, Alonso, Russell, the Mercedes and Aston Martin that are not in the points right now. That is our biggest threat that we're going to have to worry about. Let's see. Stroll is about 1.3 behind. I'm going to go a little deploy again to kind of reestablish that gap. Alright, we got no battery left, so we're going to go neutral. He's about 1.7 behind now. Let's see. Our tire usage is still looking okay. Yeah, but Stroll behind is on hard, so eventually this is going to come back to him. But yeah, I mean, honestly, our fight is ultimately not with Stroll. It's with the RBs behind, but the longer we can hold this position up here, the better. Let's see. We've already got, thanks to Magnussen creating this little DRS train, a 4-second gap between the 11th and 10th.
Tires are looking good from
Which
us.
I do like. That does at least mean that even if Lawson does fall back a little bit, we should be in a position to get points today. Is Magnussen also on hard tires? He is. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go aggressive on the defense.
Stay in front of
I'm
him.
going to have Behrman just driving clean air, just since he's stuck in this DRS train anyways.
Try to cool the engine.
Yeah, understood.
And we're going to hold our position. I have you on aggressive defense. Let's see if Stroll goes for the move again like he did on the earlier lap. I'm seeing Tsunoda and Ricciardo have fallen back a little over a second behind us, but it seems like whoever's in the lead here of this pack of 4, I mean, so far it's just been us or Stroll, but like, is able to like build like even maybe a second or two lead, but then going through these like slow corners, everybody behind just kind of catches back up. I'm gonna have Behrman go aggressive on defense too, just to make sure he doesn't get overtaken by Russell.
We should be able to defend.
Let's see how we're doing on tires. We're about where we should be on tires. Welcome in, Penny. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And as far as the battle up front goes, Leclerc has pulled a 4-second lead ahead of Piastri, who was in P2, Sainz in P3, and then we've got Verstappen right on Norris's tail in that fight for 4th, and Perez is running his own race in 6th place. I'm playing Skyrim all day today? Hell yeah.
6.1 seconds up the road. Stroll the next car back.
So, okay, so Tsunoda's keeping pace with us, but Tsunoda's still right there with us, but Ricciardo has now fallen back to 3 seconds, well, 2.5 seconds behind our little pack here. So, he's on hard tires, so let's hope that trend continues. Let's look at everybody's last lap. Lawson did a 1:18.0, Stroll 1:17.8, Tsunoda 1:17.9, so guys behind are slightly quicker than us, but Ricciardo lost about half a second to this pack running between 7th and 9th, so that's good. Just the less cars I have to worry about in this fight, the better.
How are the tires?
Let's see, he's not going to go for it here, which means that we are going to go top up.
We need
Just to make sure we can get a little bit of battery in the places where he can't overtake us anyways. Is his degradation enough to do a one-stop? Let me see. So he is on 66%. So let's look at those strats right now. So let me see. So to do the one-stop, his deg would have to be better than this. Like, he'd have to be conserving more. The problem is I don't know if I can conserve more because Russell is right behind us. So if I go conserve on the tires, he might be able to overtake. It may have to be a two-step for him.
So Verstappen may have an issue.
Verstappen with the possible issue ahead of us. We can only hope that it's enough that's going to cause him to retire, because you know, no matter how you get it, a position gained is a position gained. Points are points. Alright, so this has worked out. We have been able to keep Stroll behind with Liam's aggressive defending, and have been able to kind of charge our battery pack back up a bit. Liam is looking good for his one-stop strat to work out for us. Right now, as it stands, 26, 26. Yeah. So I'm hoping that we build enough of a gap to... We can pit once we have enough of a gap to Albon that will like drop behind this pack of Alonso, Behrman, and Russell. As far as Behrman, 6. If he pit now, he'd drop all the way down to last. Let's see, if we do have him conserving the tires a bit,
We need to start to protect these rear tires.
we can try it, because it looks like Russell's a bit slow. What did Russell do in the last lap? Russell is, yeah, about 3/10 slower than Behrman. Oh, actually, whoa, what did Russell do? They just fell back 1.7 seconds behind. Alright, so we are going to conserve tires with Behrman then. If Russell, as long as Russell's not within DRS, we can try to conserve his tires. If Behrman can just stick with DRS of this pack in front, or, you know, within a second, I think we're good. Yeah, exactly. So I am going to have Behrman conserve. It might be a bit too late, because we are still below where we would need to be to make the one-stop work, but we can try it, and see if it helps, just to give us that extra option. If there's nothing to gain in front and there's nothing to lose behind, we can just try to, I'm going to go deploy a bit just to keep up and stay within DRS. Oh, up front, it looks like Sainz has actually cleared. Oh, so Verstappen definitely does have an issue that's affecting his race, because he's now dropped down to 5th, and the McLarens are now up in 3rd and 4th. Verstappen and Norris are changing positions right now. They are actively in a fight. But yeah, Verstappen's got some sort of issue. We've now got, in order, the 2 Ferraris, followed by the 2 McLarens, followed by the 2 Red Bulls up front. No, this looks like it may be the first time this season that we actually don't see a Red Bull win. To remind you guys, Verstappen has won 5 races so far this season, and Paris has won 2. And this is now race number 8 of the year, but it looks like for the first time the running order may switch up a bit up at the front.
Copy, copy.
tires are cold, so we're gonna need to go back to standard. That's the problem. I've found that's the case with this game. As far as like tire management goes, like to do one of those strategies that involves conserving the tires, where you need to use like light or conserve, the tire temps end up dropping down below the working window. Like you can see right there, it says 85 degrees and it's blue, and the blue means that the tires are cold, which means that then we need to bring the pace up to bring them back up to working temp. You can see once we hit 86, which seems like 86 is the low end of the working window. Yeah, that's the tricky thing. Yeah, because we did the same thing in Miami, where the intermediate tires in Miami had a very narrow working window, and if we pushed too hard on them, they would get too hot, and if we didn't push enough, they'd get too cold, and it was a very delicate balancing act to keep them in that working window throughout the race and maintain our position, because if they get too hot or too cold, you start to lose pace. Can't you tell him to heat up his tires without losing too much deg? No, not that. Yeah, so it's like optimal is 87 degrees Celsius. I don't know if there's like an option to tell him to heat up the tires. I think it's just pace dictates like how they do. Like obviously like the harder you push, the hotter they'll get, and the less you push, the cooler they'll get. So you just kind of have to like have the pace at the setting, which will keep them in that like optimal window. Oh, Verstappen has it's gone from minor to major mechanical fault. Ooh, interesting. Could Verstappen possibly retire from this race? It seems like he now has a major mechanical issue. Let's see. Last lap was still only 2/10 slower than Piastri, so he's still sticking with him, but that's something to keep an eye on. It's Verstappen, he'll still be able to get points with half an engine. You're not wrong there. Oh, Stroll's trying to get back past us. We're not going to allow that to happen. We're going to go a little bit of deploy.
We can use overtake.
Copy.
So Stroll has got back past us, but we have battery. We will have DRS in the main straight, which he will not. We should have enough to get back past. So we're going to go aggressive on the overtake. Want to clear him quickly so we don't lose any time. He is holding this position. Ricardo has fallen a full 3 seconds back now, so we are in Behrman's pit window, and it looks like, yeah, on old soft tires, Russell's now finally gotten past him.
Keep going. Albon just behind now.
Yeah, okay, so now... Alright, so Stroll on the hard tires, it looks like there's now a decent pace difference between the mediums and the hards, because he is starting to pull away just a bit. Could try to push a little bit and see if we can close that down again, but no, it doesn't look like we have the pace to catch back up to Stroll right now. But we still got about 10, 11 laps to go until our pit window for him, but Behrman is going to have to pit soon. Let's see, Ocon is coming in, also this is the other soft runner. Let's see what he's doing on strategy. So he is going soft to hard tires. So is Ocon one-stopping then? Or is he going soft, hard, and then either a soft or a medium? Because I believe Ocon is the only other soft runner other than Behrman. Yes, so he is going soft to hard. And what are we looking at for Behrman's stretch? So if we do soft to hard, no, yeah, so I think there's a chance Ocon is going soft to hard, but then he's going to have to be super conservative on those hard tires. So I still do think it is definitely a 2-stop for us. I think the 1-stop is just out of the question now. Deg is just too intense for us to make a 1-stop work with a soft tire. How much time is he losing on laps? So he's starting to slow down a decent amount.
He does have DRS.
So we're gonna go aggressive on the defense.
Stay in front of him.
Does it recommend a soft, hard, medium? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're not even racing Ocon with Behrman. I'm just trying to see what they're doing for the one other runner that starts on soft, so it's not like the situation with Lawson where we have to cover him off. Minor mechanical issue for Alonso. Let's see. Yes, this is Monaco. I see you've decided to try winning. We have. And it's going good. I mean, we're not winning. We are in 8th place, but for us, if we have cars in the top 10, that is winning. Yes, this is a track of notoriously narrow roads, as you can see right here. This is the one and only straight, and you can see guy behind has DRS boost. You can see how difficult it is to close up and overtake on this track. Because that's it. This is the whole circuit. Alright, so it is time for Behrman to come in and do fresh set of soft tires.
So, box.
And this is going to drop him... Let's see, this is going to drop him into 18th position. Which is going to be between Bottas and Sargent, I believe. Now, Perez... Oh, there's a mechanical fault on both Red Bulls now. Do they have the same issue? Well, it looks like Tsunoda was trying to get past us here. We're not going to let that happen. Right? Oh, shit.
Keep your head down. The next car back is Ricardo.
Tsunoda is on the same strategy as us. So I think our fight is with Tsunoda, and we are on the same tires. So I think our plan is probably just we will cover off whatever Tsunoda does. With Ricardo's now 4 seconds behind us. Behrman in the pits. First pit stop of the day in Monaco. Our pit crew has been pretty solid this year so far. Let's see if we can have another solid pit stop here for Behrman. And 2.864, still sub 3 seconds, which is what we want. Again, our pit crew is not putting up times that are going to put us on that that fastest pit stop leaderboard, but they are consistently below 3 seconds, which is what we want. So this puts Behrman out ahead of Bottas actually. So we got to go a little bit aggressive to warm up the tires. You can see they are very cold right now. Lawson is... Oh, Sonoda's actually got so much pace that he is now overtaken Stroll ahead now, too. Sonoda is done... Sonoda's going 2 seconds quicker than us. 1.7 seconds quicker than Stroll. What the fuck? Where did they pull this pace from? Yeah, in the real race this year, the top 10 finished exactly the same as they qualified. There were literally no changes. Alright, Behrman has gotten stuck behind Hamilton here, but Hamilton should not have DRS, so once we get to the... we're going to have to use a bit of battery and hopefully overtake, because this is not gonna help us. He's on new tires too, so this is our fight. Go deploy. He's close enough. I think if we get good acceleration, we could get him on the main straight here, because it is softs versus hards. But that lapped car, I hope Hamilton doesn't get DRS from the car that just lapped us. Alright, come on. Past Hamilton and up into P15 for Ollie Behrman if he can hold this. But Hamilton's sticking with us on the inside, but nope. With DRS, we are now up into P15 with Behrman. And this is a car that is, this is I believe Norris on old medium tires. So he's kind of holding us up here a bit. We're going to have to try to unlap ourselves. I can use this as an opportunity to save fuel, honestly.
Yeah.
No longer need any liftoff for fuel.
I've been driving in clean air, right? Yeah. And Lawson's fully got clean air ahead of him. So somehow Sonoda on 33% mediums is doing a 1:17.7. Where did this pace from RB come from? This is kind of nuts. And Ricardo behind, 1:17.6 on slightly fresher hard tires. We're doing a 1:18.8. Not even like we're conserving anything, really. And Behrman's kind of losing time. This McLaren is 1:17.2. Is he going to pit soon? No, Norris is still on 49% medium, so I imagine he is staying out. But we're actually significantly faster. We need to get him out of the way. He is holding us up here. Let's see if we can unlap ourselves. And Paris in the pits is coming in for hard tires. Paris' mechanical fault has worsened as well. So both Red Bulls having
Yeah, that's not what they need right now.
I wish these replays for the mechanical faults gave us more of an indication of what the problem was. I see Behrman with a bit of battery can unlap himself here and clear the McLaren on old tires. He's gonna... Why is he going defensive? Bro's costing himself and us time by doing this. Bro, this McLaren is actually kind of wrecking Bearman's race right now. So we're now... We are so far behind Russell and Alonso now. We've got hauled up so much by this motherfucker.
Copy.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
Oh, and a pit stop issue for Sonoda. How please be really bad. Anything that's going to slow down Sonoda is good for us. Front left. Ooh, this is... Oh, that was a long, long pit stop. Oh, that is actually amazing for us. That actually drops down Sonoda. Sonoda's only just coming out of the pits now. How far behind does that put him behind Lawson? Far enough. What did he pit for? That's a question. So Sonoda came in for hard tires, so yeah. So, we're gonna bring in Lawson on the next lap. So we got a 10, 13, 14, 15, 16... 16 seconds gap to him now. Do we put him now or the next lap? Yeah, I'm thinking we call him in now just to cover it off, because now with the pit stop, there actually is a chance we can get back past him here. All right, late call, but we're bringing Lawson into the pits a couple laps early. We're just really gonna have to manage these tires. We've got no battery for him. All right, let's see. Quick pit stop, please. This is where it counts. Oh, it's slightly slow, but still 2.9, not bad. All right, let's see if we can get past Sonoda here. Sonoda's coming down the main straight. Are we going to get ahead of him after that pit stop issue for Sonoda? It is. We are neck and neck. We are right next to him. And let's see. Oh, he just passes him. All right, we are right behind Ricardo now, who is 13. On... Yeah, we're right behind both RBs now. We got to get these tires up to temp.
0.7. Vulnerable. So that's
yeah, Ricardo passes in the pit lane. Sonoda has gotten ahead. I'm seeing 4 mechanical issues ahead of us, and I want one of them to result in a DNF. After all of this, Norris is still staying out and still holding up Bearman. What the fuck? We can't pass him to unlap ourselves. 1:16.8 for Sonoda, 1:15.7 for Ricardo, 1:16.8 for ourselves. The pace of these RBs is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, you're true. It also helps the RBs more. Ugh. Oh my god, he finally unlapped himself. Thank fucking god. So it's Magnussen. Magnussen has not pitted yet. Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, Verstappen, Magnussen, Alonso, Russell have all not pitted yet. So it looks like, yeah, a lot of people still staying out long. If we do not have the pace right now, what are their tire life? What's their tire life looking like? 90 and 88. We're on 93. We go for a little bit of tire saving now. We'll have more tires at the end of the race compared to everybody else around us.
Managing the tires.
Okay, copy.
Alright, and Ferrari are double stacking here.
Tires are stable.
Copy.
I wonder if they lost any time doing that. Yeah, some people starting hard are gonna go long. This is with Leclerc. This is gonna release Norris into the lead of the race. Leclerc's gonna come out and stay in second place. Sainz is gonna come out in fourth behind Piastri. Norris is now going to be about 3.5 seconds ahead of Leclerc. We got Verstappen. This mechanical issue is really doing a number on them. Verstappen now 13.5 seconds behind fourth. Perez 35 seconds behind Verstappen. Then Alonso another 20 seconds behind as well.
Warm the fronts.
Oh, and what was that? We put in a 1:16.4, and the guys ahead put in a 1:17.7 and 1:17.1. So we've actually caught right back up to them now. That tire saving. Oh, I see why. Magnussen, my goat, has been holding up the RBs for us, and we are now right on their tails. Magnussen on super old hard tires has been holding up the RBs, and we are right back in this fight with them. Magnussen, please stay out as long as you like. Please stay out as long as you like, bud. And now we got Norris coming into the pits, so that's going to release Leclerc back into the lead of this race. Norris coming in. Hard tires. Decent stop for him. Let's see where this puts him out. Is he going to get past? Looks like he should be comfortably fourth with Verstappen so far behind now. Oh, looks like Tsunoda has cleared Magnussen. So Ricardo's either going to two-stop or have seriously bad tires at the end of this race. Tsunoda is possibly on the same strategy as us.
0.6. Best,
Yeah, I believe fuel should... I think we have enough time to manage the fuel right now. Let's see. Behrman, as Mercedes are still decently behind. I think we can... save a bit of his fuel right now, and oh my god, we're losing time getting lapped by the Ferrari.
Oh dear, that's not a good stop.
Now Sainz goes quick as he is closing back up on Piastri.
Copy.
You can reduce lift and coast if desired.
Copy.
Oh my god, yeah, we're getting lapped. We're getting lapped by a bunch of cars now. This is not great.
We no longer need any liftoff for fuel.
Copy.
we're gonna have to clear Magnussen here now. He is a problem for us.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Should clear him. Yeah, we're good. Use battery just to make sure we stay ahead. Alright, now we have got to get back in this fight with the RBs. Alright, close back up to Ricardo. Good news. Alright, we're only about a little over a kilogram of fuel under right now, and we still got over 30 laps to go, so I think even at moderate fuel usage, we'll still be able to manage enough to get to the end where we need to be. A lot of pit stop issues today, and Behrman should also clear Magnussen, and yep, we are all good there.
Mode push, mode push.
And we're going to bring Behrman in soon. Let's see. Yeah, Ricardo is slow. We should be good to overtake him soon. Pushing the battery, actually. See if we can close up and use DRS in the main straight to get past him. And now a mechanical fault for Norris as well. Oh my god, so many mechanical issues today for cars up at the top especially. And with a bit of battery and DRS, we are going to clear Ricardo, but he's going to fight it a little bit, but we've got enough in the tank to get past up into P9 for Liam Lawson. And hopefully Ricardo's tires are old enough that he will now drop back a bit.
And there's been a slow pit stop.
And we are... Who is this ahead of us? Is this a lapped car? I'm going to have to use battery. I do not want them holding me up. I'm using a lot of battery here, but these lap cars are causing an issue for us in this race, especially with Behrman, so I just need to make sure that we are okay there. So Sargent and Joe are 2 laps down, so I believe that was Sargent that we had to... So we lapped Joe earlier, and this was Sargent now that we had to lap. And we've been lapped ourselves, obviously. Like, everyone down to 8th has been lapped now. That's fine. Russell's on new tires. Behrman's coming into pit soon anyways.
You'll have another chance to do something.
Oh, we're actually a lot faster with Sonoda now. And Piastri in the pits is going to release Sainz up into P2. So Ferrari are back in first and second. Decent pit for Piastri. Let's see. Verstappen's still coming around the final corner. He's held up in some traffic behind the lap Mercedes, which Piastri is definitely comfortably going to be released into P3. Oh no, I take that back. Verstappen actually, even with this issue, is now somehow up in a P3. Alright, yeah, this is time to bring Ali in for his next pit stop. This is going to drop him down into... Only 2 places down into 15th. And then he's going to have fresh tires compared to everybody else around.
A little bit of a lift off. Copy.
Oh, he had to, like, almost completely stop to let that lap car through. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're right. He should have fresh air as well. And now Piastri... So now we have both McLarens and both Red Bulls with mechanical issues, but no retirements. Alright, Behrman in for our final pit stop of the day.
Copy that.
Let's see. Let's hope it's a good one, because he has got some ground to make up today. It is a 2.688, one of our better pit stops. That's good work from the pit crew to get him out in to clean air with a good pit stop. He's going to be in between the Hasses, and now on fresh tires, should close up the Hulkenberg pretty quickly.
Currently in P15. That's Hulkenberg 2 seconds ahead. Magnussen.
Yeah, we're lapping about a second a lap quicker than Sonoda right now too, so we can get back into that fight for 8th. Sonoda's tires are the same as ours on wear.
He has DRS.
I'm just waiting for Ricardo to, once Ricardo's tires drop off, I'm going to be able to conserve tires a bit more. And then towards the end of the race, once fuel is not as much of an issue and battery is not as much of an issue, we can push a bit more, try to close back up to Sonoda and re-overtake for 8. But, let's see. Down in 11th, Hamilton is a full 10 seconds behind us, so the Mercedes are a non-issue for us. Yeah, Hulkenberg is really trying to make these tires last, but he is lapping. Actually, even on these super old tires, his pace is not the worst. 1:17.4. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as I expected it would be. Another car has an issue. Who's it this time? Yep, Piastri again. Oh my god, Ricardo's gonna go for it here? What the fuck? He still has tires? His tires. Oh, Verstappen has a big issue. Verstappen's got an issue.
Keep your head down. Behind you.
Oh dear, what a miserable way to bow out of this one.
Has his engine failed? They just said bow out. Is he retiring? Well, let's see if he. Are they just bringing him into the? Oh, maybe they're bringing him into the pits. That's why he's still staying out. Because it. Oh, it sounds like his engine might be going.
Do we need to slow down?
Let's see. Are they gonna bring him in here? Oh no, he's gonna stop on the street. Safety car. Safety car. Where are we? Lawson is on the main straight. Behrman is coming down the back straight. Where would Behrman drop if he pitted right now under safety car? He would drop down to 17th. But honestly, I don't know if there's even much to gain by pitting him right now. Like if we put him on soft tires here. Yeah, no, there's no strategy we can change to here because he just pitted. That's a shame that Behrman pitted literally, I think, 2 or 3 laps ago, and now we get a safety car for Verstappen's retirement. Lawson on the main straight means he is in an unlucky place if people behind us decide to pit.
And safety car.
Yeah, so I think they were trying to make it back to the pits, but the engine died right before he could make it there. So
Like
it's a safety car. So Verstappen, after winning, I believe, 4 races in a row, is now out of the Monaco Grand Prix.
Back to mode to charge.
Copy.
We would drop down to 13th, so it's not even worth it to do it with Lawson. Let's see what is there anybody ahead that's pitting? If there's people ahead that are pitting, we could do it to cover them off. I'm gonna watch what Stroll's in the pits. Is Sonoda also coming in? if Sonoda and Ricardo are coming in, we are coming in. They're staying out, we're staying out. Sonoda's staying out.
P1. Science is now the car behind.
Staying out. No, Ricardo's coming in. What could we do with him? We don't have medium tires, and I don't... Ooh, yeah, that's... Soft tire would not even make it to the end right now. Okay, yeah, we can't afford to pit. They might... So maybe... so what do they have? So Stroll had a set of medium tires. Ricardo has a set of... What are they bringing him in for? They're bringing him in for... Yeah, so they both had sets of mediums that we did not have because we started on the mediums. Yeah, his tires were pretty bad. I think, the problem is that they had fresh mediums that they could go onto that we do not have. It's going to drop a lot. Ricardo's going to drop down to 11th.
Battery is full.
Copy.
Alright. Well, the good news is, so we took the gamble on the fuel, and it paid off, because we underfueled, assuming that there would be a safety car at some point, and that's exactly what happened. Now we are all good on fuel. So that definitely helped our race a lot, to do that. Alright, are they going to do lapped cars overtake? Technically, everybody below 5th is lapped. Everybody below 15th is lapped twice. So I don't know how they were going to facilitate lapped cars to overtake.
And try to keep the temperatures up in these times.
There we go. Lap cars may now overtake. Does that mean us as well? Or are they unlapping the double lapped people? Because that would suck, because Sonoda and Stroll are not lapped, but we are. So they're letting through... Is it just the people who are double lapped? Bro doing it big here. Sky Buddha, welcome into the stream. How are we doing today? Safety car will be ending.
Safety car will be
Oh,
in
we
this
did.
lap.
Did we get let through? We did get let
The
through.
restart.
And who's ahead of us now?
Warm the fronts. No more lift and coast.
Copy. Safety car in.
You can reduce lift and coast if desired.
Copy.
Okay, who's that ahead of us? Is that Stroll ahead of us? That is Stroll ahead of us. Stroll on fresh tires, though, but Sonoda is on the same tires as us, so I do not want to push in the tires because our fight is not with Stroll, it's with Sonoda. Who is... Oh, but is Sonoda in a
Tire
different...
temperatures are stable.
Oh, Sonoda's not that far ahead. Okay, so we're actually in an okay position here. Bearman... Okay. Let's see what we can get out of this. Alright, I'm gonna put Lawson on deploy. We gotta clear this Sauber really quick. But we can't push in the tires.
Available.
Copy that.
Mode attack.
Copy.
Thank you for the pipe.
So DRS is
Ooh,
enabled.
Hulkenberg is on hard tires and is quick behind Bearman. But we've got him aggressively defending. Alonso ahead has a major problem, but let's see. Actually, in that chaos, Leclerc's been leading the entire race, and all of a sudden Sainz is now a second ahead. Yeah, if Lawson scores 4 here, that's going to bring us up to 11 points, and Sonoda scoring 8 here is going to bring them up to 9, so we will still have a 2-point lead. Bro, we are laying pipe in an F1 race. You already know the vibes. Alonso with a major fault is still going faster than Behrman, even though he's on hard tires. So Lawson's not getting. So my hope is, so the only good news is that Lance Stroll's on 87% mediums and Tsunoda is on 60% hard. So I am just gonna hope that Stroll can overtake Tsunoda and bring their points down to 7 or 6 points, and then Ricciardo scoring 2 would be 2 more. Let's see. Problem is Ricciardo is definitely going to catch us because he was able to pit under the safety car and we were not, so Ricciardo might also overtake us. That is our issue here. We've got 17 laps to go. We unfortunately just do not have the pace that the guys ahead do. Somehow, on the same tires as us, Tsunoda's going a full 1.5 seconds quicker. So the RBs just have some ridiculous pace, and I don't understand it.
Car behind is Ricciardo.
It's because the Hamilton is on 38% hards, Russell's on 59% mediums, and Ricciardo was able to pit under that safety car and is now on 81% mediums. Yeah, he's gonna close up to us and get past us real quick. So it looks like, yeah, at some point I hope Stroll gets past Tsunoda, so that means he scores 6 points, and Ricciardo, if he gets past us, will be scoring 4. So that means we're gonna get outscored 10-2, which means they will overtake us as it stands. Yeah, safety car. We lucked out with the safety car in Miami, but it's kind of screwed us here in Monaco. We are going to score points, but we're going to lose out to RB, because they are scoring even more than we are. Yeah. See, Ricciardo is right behind us now. We still got 15 laps to go. We're on 57% hards. He's on 79% mediums. I cannot push on the tires. I am already pushing on fuel. Battery's going to drain real quick. I need the battery to get back past him once he does cut past us. Yeah, I do have him on aggressive defense. We use a bit of battery here ahead, but we don't have enough battery to manage this to the end of the race.
Copy.
I think it's inevitable.
DRS.
Let's see, we're gonna use some battery to keep him behind us. But we can't do that every lap. That's the problem. Stroll has finally gotten past Tsunoda. Tsunoda, trying to stay ahead of Stroll, has burned through a bit more of his tires than us, so the only other hope is that Tsunoda now falls back to us in the next 15 laps, that we can then get past Tsunoda. So maybe Ricciardo charges up to 7th, But then we can get past Tsunoda and get back into 8th, and then just pick up a couple more points. Behrman is catching Alonso, but barely. Alonso's still somehow matching our lap times.
And you're on target with tyres.
Copy. Gap is 1.6 seconds. Still a long way to go.
Hamilton behind is on. Hamilton is trying. Hamilton's gonna have to pit again. Russell, Alonso behind, also on bad tires. Who's Behrman? Behrman's got lap cars ahead.
Fuel is okay.
Gonna have to have him deploy to clear this guy.
Mode push. Mode push.
Copy.
Okay, good. He gets out of the way. Thank God. Behrman could catch Alonso here. Oh, and Behrman is now finally caught up to the back of Alonso, so he could make a move here. We know Hamilton's going to have to pit again. Hamilton currently in 10th place is going to have to pit again. Russell is
Do your best.
on much weaker tires than us, and Alonso has a mechanical issue, so there is a chance we could get Behrman up into 10th here and then add another point to our total. This is still actually on for him. I didn't think he was going to have a chance, but this 2-stop for him may have actually worked out, even with all the things that have been going on here.
Use overtake now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Alonso right ahead of us, trying to... Oh! And Alonso and Hamilton are fighting. Hamilton is seriously struggling in these tires now. He's gonna have to pit, or he's gonna get a puncture. He's on 25% now, the hard tires. We're gonna use some battery and hopefully get past Hamilton. We actually have, because of the safety car, a bit of tire to push on as well, so we can do this with Behrman. Alright, now, with stronger tires, with DRS. Oh, why are you slowing down? No! Fucking lapped car.
He is the car ahead of you.
Why would you slow down on the straight like that?
There's still a chance of something here. We need to start to protect these rear tires.
Copy.
Alright, we're gonna attack Hamilton here. He's gonna dive down here, and okay, now he doesn't get any acceleration because he has no grip on these tires. We're finally gonna clear Hamilton, get Behrman up into 12th position, and now we have to hope that Alonso's problem is bad enough that it's gonna damage his pace. Less than a second ahead. Alright, we got DRS off of Alonso.
Understood.
And... Alright, we're going to stick behind him here. But we have got Russell on bad tires, Alonso with a problem, and a 10th place is possible for Behrman. He's going to go for it real quick, Alonso here. I'm going to give him the battery so he can stay past, and or get ahead and stay past.
Push.
Copy.
Alright, we've got Behrman up into 11th and Russell on 15% weaker medium tires. We have a chance of getting Behrman a point here, out of almost seemingly nothing. And Sonoda, I'm hoping Sonoda's tires fall off pretty soon. Because if Sonoda can come back to us with Lawson, we have a chance for at least damage limitation. But we could, at the very least, get 9th and 10th to pick up 3 points here. Even though RB may get 10, that's going to limit the damage to 7.
Ahead of you, Russell.
Alright, come on, Bearman.
The race is not over.
Alright, Alonso's already fallen back to a second and a half behind. I'm going to charge up a bit so we can get him on the next lap.
Mode charge.
Copy.
Alright, come on. Let's go for this.
Mode push. Copy. Mode attack.
Alright, he's gonna defend on the outside. Hamilton's got it. Hamilton, why was Hamilton staying out so late? He is, as expected, he did not pit. He was trying to make these tires last all the way to the end of the race, and that is a puncture for Lewis Hamilton. This could, he's pretty far away from the pits. This could be another safety car. Where is he? Yeah, he's got a rear right puncture. He is he going to park it up on the road? I don't think he can make it back to the pits on this puncture.
Keep pushing. Anything
All
still
right,
happen.
we have got DRS on George Russell.
No more overtake. Copy.
And we got to charge up the battery.
We need to slow down.
Alonso's fallen back to 3.5 seconds behind. Hamilton coming into the pits, somehow driving on 3 tires. Hamilton's making it back to the pits, but he is effectively out of the fight for anything in this race. I don't know why. He was on 25% tires last time I checked. I don't know why he tried to make that work. We have got Russell just ahead of us here. We are charging up the battery, preparing to attack towards the end of this race. It's looking like Lawson down 9 seconds behind the RBs. We're not going to catch them, unfortunately. Sonoda is going to make his tires last at the end of the race. But with Bearman, we have a chance to get a 10th place here and walk away with 3 points from this race. And a lap car gets in my fucking way once again. Jesus Christ, the lap cars have absolutely fucked me in so many ways, in so many places on this fucking race. Oh my god. No, that's allowed Alonso to catch back up. Oh my god. The fucking lap cars. Do we have any coming up behind us, just so I know?
Okay,
no, we're good on lap cars now, so... Russell's on...
Keep going.
Okay. Alright, this is it. I do not want Alonso to try to get back past us, so we need to clear Russell before Alonso can try to make a move on us and cost us time. He's going to go defensive. We've got... Alonso's got slightly better tires than us right now, so I do not want to push too much, but we should have Russell soon.
Push a bit more. You can cool the engine. Copy.
Alright, come on. Should get a good acceleration out of this corner. We've got DRS.
Copy.
We've got the pace. We've got a little bit of battery to use, and he is going to dive down the inside, and he should have the move done here. Finally, we've got Bearman up into P10, started in P13. We have now actually got him into a points position. This is big.
This is good. Okay, so we are 10 so far.
And now, let's hope that Russell can kind of hold up Alonso for a lap or two and let us build a little bit of a lead. We have got just 5 laps left to go in this race. It's looking like we are set for a 9th and 10th place finish. We're going to lose out to our main competitors, RB, but getting points on the board is... And it is a red flag with 5 laps to go. What happened? We had Alonso and or no, this is Russell, and Russell hits the wall, stops in the track. This is a red flag. So we've had a puncture for Hamilton and a crash for Russell. This is another nightmare weekend for Mercedes. Well, we've got Lawson in 9th and Behrman in 10th. We have got 3 laps to go. Lawson's got a fresh set of soft tires. Behrman has a... not have a fresh set of tires, but he does have a 92% set. So... holy shit. Is there any chance for us to make up a couple positions here in 3 laps at Monaco? As long as we don't lose position, that's all that matters here. I need you guys to hold your positions. Let's see what we can do here. Oh my god. Red flag with 3 laps to go at Monaco. What the fuck is going to happen?
Here we go once more. The track is ready, and so are the drivers.
Hold position, please.
It's lights out, and away we go.
I paused immediately so I could go do this, because you can't set this in the red flag window, so I had to pause immediately so I could make sure we set it to deplay and push. Okay, go. Alright, let's go. Come on. Come on, Lawson challenging Ricciardo for 8th place off the bat. You love to see it. Come on, Liam with battery. Can we push past and hold on to 8th position? Behrman, I thought lost position there, but it looks like he is holding on to 10th successfully. And we are in business, boys. We are up into 8th and 9th. Ricciardo has lost a position to Behrman. We have done the job. We are looking good here. We are cooking. Behrman is fighting Ricciardo through the hairpin, and we are secure in 8th and 9th for now. We got 2 laps to go, and all of a sudden, we are back in this fight. We are just max pushing to the end here, boys. Let's see if we can clear Stroll, maybe, too. Don't know if we'll get Tsunoda, but we have a chance at getting Stroll. We had an amazing restart. Both guys made up a position. We went from 9th and 10th to 8th and 9th. Each guy made up a spot. And most importantly, the overtake that Behrman made was on Ricciardo. We are on to the final lap in Monaco. Sainz leads the race by less than a second from Leclerc. We got Norris in 3rd, Piastri in 4th, Perez 5th, Tsunoda 6th, and Lawson is going to make the dive down on Stroll and goes up into 7th position. This is huge. And we're still about a second behind Tsunoda. I don't know if we'll be able to have a shot there, but we do now have Lawson up into 7th and Behrman up into 9th. Oh my god. Alright, Lawson's tires are running hot, but we are on the final lap. This is not that bad of a position to be in. Currently 15 points to 8th. Thank you. I couldn't do the mental math there.
1 second.
Let's see. Let's see. Tsunoda ahead. It's too quick. Alright. Let's go up front. Sainz. So Leclerc was leading most of this race, and he looked set to win the Monaco Grand Prix. I think he, in classic Monaco curse fashion, got caught out by the safety car. Sainz is now ahead, and it looks like Sainz is now set to win the Monaco Grand Prix, followed closely by Leclerc in P2. Monaco curse lives on in this game. It might be coded into the game for Leclerc to just be cursed. Norris completes the podium in 3rd, Piastri in 4th, Perez in 5th, Tsunoda in 6th, but we get Lawson up into P7 and Behrman up into P9, which means Tsunoda's going to pick up 8 points and Ricciardo's going to pick up 1. We're going to pick up 6 with Lawson and 2 with Behrman. This is huge.
Driving out there.
We got caught up by the safety car. We got very unlucky with that safety car. Unlike in Miami, where we were in the perfect position, Liam had just passed the pit lane when that safety car came out. Behrman was going to drop down to the bottom of the if he had pitted. But then, 5 laps to go, we get a red flag from Russell's crash slamming into the wall, and we get 8 points from today. Double points again. Absolutely nuts. Leclerc, I'm sure, is pissed. He got screwed over again at Monaco. But this is the first non-Red Bull winner of the year, with Sainz winning Monaco for Ferrari. And what is this? So ultimately that red flag really saved us there. Without the red flag, I believe they were going to score. So before the red flag, what was it? They were in 7th and 8th, and we were in 9th and 10th, which means that they were going to outscore us by 10 points to 3. There was going to be a 7-point swing. All of a sudden, the red flag gave us a shot. We absolutely nailed the restart. Both guys gained a position. We end up finishing 7th and 9th, which means that from a position where we were going to lose 7 points to them, it has now been damage limitation, and it is only a 1-point swing, if my math is correct. All right, so we're going to pull up our sheet right here. So Leclerc had both pole and fastest lap, and yet still did not win the race. We're going to go Sainz with his first win of the season, the first win for Ferrari of the season. Leclerc in P2, his second P2 in a row, his third podium of the year. We've got Lando Norris in P3 with his second podium of the year, followed by Piastri in P4. Then we've got Sergio Perez in P5. Then we got Yuki Tsunoda with a season best P6. And then Liam Lawson repeating the feat of Miami with another P7, bringing his points total in the season up to 12. And then we've got Lance Stroll in 8th place, followed by our boy Ollie Behrman with his season best of 9th place, improving on his 10th place from Miami. And then in 10th is Daniel Ricciardo with his second points finish of the season. And then outside of the points, we have got Kevin Magnussen P11 with Haas's best finish of the season, equaling Hülkenberg's finish in Saudi Arabia. Then we got Fernando Alonso finishing outside the points for the first time this season. Alonso does not score in P12. Then we got Nico Hülkenberg up to P13, having started in P19. So even though he doesn't score points, he had an impressive drive in Monaco. Hamilton tried to make a set of tires last. He was down to, he pushed those tires so much and left them out for so long that he got a puncture that ruined his race. Now I'm honestly surprised he made it back to the pits. I thought he was going to retire on the road and was going to bring out a safety car or a red flag. Albon comes in P15, which is equaling his best from the season from Bahrain. Ocon climbs up to P16, so that's also his best finish of the season, followed by Bottas in P17. Sargent is in P18. Guan Yu is 19, and then we have got Gasly in 20th, and then Russell and Verstappen, the two that did not finish today's race. Verstappen's win streak is over. His podium streak is over. His engine blew, and that is it for him today. No points in the championship. So, in the Drivers' Championship, that means that Perez closes in by 10 points of Verstappen. The gap narrows a little bit. Perez definitely could have gotten a lot more out of today's race. He only manages a P5, which means that he is going to go to 148, which means the gap stays at 28 points now, I believe. Sainz, with his win, gets closer to Perez, only 18 points behind with 130. Leclerc's on 111. Norris 106. Piastri is on 96. And then we've got Russell with 30 points. And then we've got Alonso on 26. Hamilton is on 19 points, which means Stroll actually moves ahead of Hamilton in the championship now. Pomegranate MB, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. No, I do not. Hi, Mika. Oh my god. $12 points for Lawson. 8 for some. Oh, wait, no. Crazy that you happen to be here when that came in. Is that your alt account, Mika? Crazy timing? Okay. Oh, it's your alt. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Now I just gotta copy that over real quick. Okay. So, this is what that looks like now. So Verstappen scores no points, so everybody kind of closes up a little bit, but he's just got such a lead. It doesn't really even, like, even though he doesn't score again, it doesn't even look like it's affected it that much. But everybody's kind of closing a little bit here. Yeah, so now Norris had a decent start to the season, but now Leclerc's moved back past him up into 4th and is now kind of building a little bit of a lead ahead of him, so it's very clearly Ferrari's second best now. Mercedes, now I think go 2 races in a row without scoring points. It's been a tough string. Hamilton has not scored in the last 3 races. Russell scored a 9th in Imola, but 13th in a DNF. Means Mercedes have only picked up 2 points in the last 3 races, so I'm going to see if that means that Aston have moved ahead of them in the constructors now. Gap between McLaren and Merc is crazy. Yeah, no, it's there's a very clear top 3 teams and then everybody else. So, in the constructors, Red Bull only pick up 10 points from Perez today with Verstappen's retirement. Ferrari pick up max points with a 1-2 and fastest lap. McLaren pick up 27. Merc only don't pick up any points. Oh, actually, sorry. I said they didn't score any points in Miami, but they scored points in the sprint, and that's just not showing on here because it's only showing feature race results. Aston Martin pick up 4 more points. Oh, was it only 4? Oh, yeah, because Alonso didn't score. That's why. I keep on expecting Aston Martin to have more of a point swing than they actually do. Because Mercedes have been dropping the ball in the last 3 races, and Aston Martin have just not been doing enough to really make the impact that they could be making here. VCARB pick up 9 points today to bring their points total to 10, but we pick up 8, which means that the gap is now 15 to 10. So, we're in a good spot there. It looks like, and the bottom 4 teams hold station. It is Haas, Williams, Sauber, and Alpine in order. So that's our updated Constructors Championship, and then I can plug it in here, and then you can see what that looks like on the graph as well. Yep, okay. Here we go. All right, so Red Bull take a little bit of a hit, but again, their lead is so big, it doesn't even look like a big deal. Ferrari extend their lead over McLaren a bit more, but now with that 4-point swing, Aston Martin have now closed the gap to Mercedes to only 2 points. I think they could have fully taken the 4th place today, but kind of fucked it a little bit with Alonso. But now Mercedes only have a 2-point lead to them. And you can see down here, this is the fight between us and RB. which is now only 5 points is the gap between us. So, like we've been talking about, we have got some real fights on our hands here. RB, or I keep on switching them up. Red Bull are still in their own at first, but there is very much a fight between Ferrari and McLaren, between Mercedes and Aston Martin, between Lotus and RB, between Haas and Williams, and then between Sauber and Alpine. Everybody's got their fight. Still no fastest pit stops for us, but we did have a 2.688, which was literally 1,000th of a second off of the 10th best pit stop from today, but whatever. We pick up another 567k from our payouts, and we move on. Okay. Well, that was a pretty nuts Monaco race. I was expecting it to be a lot more boring than that, I'm going to be honest. But shit, once again, popped the fuck off. Oh my god. And our technical chief, Pat Fry, has just leveled up to an 85. You love to see it. And we got Abby pulling up to 60 overall after giving her an FP1 session this weekend. Nice. We're seeing a couple improvements from team members. Our race simulator has also just finished upgrading, which means our driver's weekly development gets a 10% boost. We've just finished scouting Juan Pablo Montoya's son, who races in F3. Alright, underfloor has failed. Let's... underfloor 3. When is underfloor 3 going to be ready? Three's... oh, it will be ready in time, actually. Alright, so actually, I'm going to leave that for now and see what happens. What we have come Spain. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. In the finances section of the menu, my game tells me I will end the season with a huge debt and the circle appears there in red. Is that normal? You talking about... what the... why doesn't it... oh, there we go. Okay. Is this what you're talking about? Hello.
Hello. Austin.
What's up?
Why don't you participate in pegging? I took a fucking clip of that. That was so funny. It was such a funny first message. Hi, Chad. How's it going? Are you winning?
Yeah.
I mean, I overheard that Monaco actually went, like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, winning in terms of we're hitting the targets we need to hit.
Sure, obviously, yeah. Obviously, you're not going to be, like, winning the race yet. It's a slow process. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. I know you said you wanted to make sure, like, you didn't enter into anything super big before I went live. I mean, I still gotta, like, figure out, you know, set up the stream and everything, but I also love that emote so much.
Yeah, I use high. I use the high with, this one so much.
Bro's literally me.
Yeah. Finances option, second option to select. Past 30 days balance. Projected balance end of season. I see. I
mean, I'm still gonna be, like, at least 20-something minutes, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is, honestly, I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't played through, I'm still playing through my first season, so I don't know how the finances work towards the end of the season. It says I still have 40 million remaining in my cost cap. The balance is 10 million right now. Welcome back, Balbo. Yeah. I don't know how the finances work too well. Like, all I know is yeah, I'm not sure what it would be if it was, like, completely red. Okay, so I think one thing we need to scout someone else. So let's go to those bookmarked ones and pick someone to scout. In the first season, you only have 60. You only have 60 mil cost. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, because that makes it, because I think that's like they Oh yeah, you could definitely find your answer in the F1 Manager subreddit. That's definitely a place to go. Or if not the subreddit, there's also a F1 Manager official Discord server that you can join that people like ask their like questions about the game there as well. That's a good point. Okay, so we are working with significantly less money than we actually... Okay, because I assume it's like... I guess it's like the money that you spend on like your like facilities and like drivers and staff getting set up in the first place. It like takes all that money out of the cost cap to begin with or something like that, maybe. Like, it's obviously like you're signing at the beginning of the season, you're signing 2 drivers plus all of your staff plus setting up all of your facilities. So I guess my guess is that it takes all of the costs that it would be to do all that stuff out of your season 1 cost cap, since I guess that would be counted as part of that, maybe. I don't know. I think we have car parts that we do need to... No, let's see. Manufacture. We can manufacture something else. What do we need to manufacture? We have enough rear wings. Have enough front wings. We have enough chassis. How much is to manufacture one side? It's 450k, but we have new side pods coming in anyways, right? Yeah. So I don't think it's even worth it to like spend 450k to make a new side pod if we don't necessarily need it. Side pods is medium risk. Side pods is fine. Yeah, so I don't think we need to make another one necessarily. Actually, those side pods come in. Yeah, as long as we make it through the Canadian weekend without breaking a side pod, we're fine. Time you have low stock of the side pods. I don't want to have to spend 450k if I don't have to. So many other things I need to spend money on, and we're still only like in the first half of the season. Oh, thank you for the reminder to manual save. Ollie is still developing very well. Reactions, defending smooth. This are all going up. Liam's developing a bit too. What's the TV doing in the background for you? The TV behind me, like in my cam. It's so this is I'm playing from my PlayStation, and I'm streaming on my computer. So I'm just streaming the PlayStation feed onto my computer and then screen sharing my second monitor that has the game feed on it. But I've noticed for some reason if my TV is off, and I stream the PlayStation feed, it runs a bit laggier on the feed, so I have to like just leave the TV screen on, and it like helps to like the lag a little bit from the streaming. Right, pit crew development, we know we're going for reducing pit stop errors. It looks like focusing on the wheel gun is going to reduce our chances of mistake the most. Yeah, our pit crew has been consistently staying well rested. Our estimated pit stop time is 2.7. Also, look at this. So look at our pit stop performance. It's still in the high 2 seconds, but not a single weekend have we had an average of above 3. And look at everybody else's around us. So this is RB's. This is Haas's. This is Sauber's. Aston Martin's. This is Alpine's. Mercedes. Red Bull. McLaren. Ferrari. Like, we have had the most consistent pit crew out of everybody. Yeah, Alpine couldn't figure out how to do a pit stop until like the 5th race of the season. Chat, wish me luck. I'm fighting Margit for the first time. That is Elden Ring, right? Regardless, good luck. Oh my god. Oh, and our sporting director, Julian Rouse, has also leveled up to an 85. Huge. Oh, and another reserve driver has gone up to a 60. We've got everybody leveling up now. All right. First try doesn't count. What do I keep getting? Oh, May and Aston Martin upgrade their HQ. This is the Alpine team principal saying our objective is to finish with a strong midfield championship position. Buddy, I don't know how to tell you this. It's not happening. It's not. It's just not. Race. Okay, I'm concerned about our race simulator if it's structural damage. Okay. So what's the? We shut down the race simulator for only 6 days for 60K, or it gets worse. So obviously we're gonna just shut it down for 6 days to fix the problem. It's pretty straightforward. Because we've already had this with the wind tunnel where they detected an issue, and we would have been able to either leave it alone and the problem might worsen, or we stop it for a week to fix the issue. And we said stop it and fix the issue. And then they came back to us and they're like, yep, if you hadn't done that, we found the issue. And if you hadn't done that, this whole thing would have gone to shit later in the season. Okay, so we only have one of the new underfloors ready for Canada, right? When's the next one coming in? Oh, another one comes in. Okay, so we have one coming in time for tomorrow. We have a spare, so we can put the new underfloor on Liam's car. Okay. And now we do not... Second try, you got it? Hell yeah. Oh, and we can put the suspension on the car too. All right, now let's compare the cars. Okay. Looking good. Look at how it brought our tire preservation and top speed have improved significantly with these upgrades. Okay, amazing. Okay. Done everything we need to do. Let me see when Mika's going live. Hold on 1 second, chat. Okay, we are good. We're gonna do one more race and then we're gonna raid into Mika's. We've still got about, all right, we still got like an hour. We're gonna do Canada and then yeah. So targets. Now that we know we're in a decent spot, I'm still not gonna say 10th, but I think we could do 12th, and 14th. I think that's realistic now that we've seen how the car's been performing in the last 3 races. Maybe I am a gamer. Maybe you are. Maybe you are, Jay. If you got Margit on second try. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that message. The guy who just said that our aim is to be midfield, he's already been sacked in real life. Oh, it is raining in practice. Is it also going to be raining in the race? Car parts are here. Oh, actually, you know what we could do here today? We could use the old engine. Damage. If you, yeah, I'm just going to put this in for session 1 and then swap them back. Just. We're gonna put their old engine and the old gearbox on for session 1, and then we can switch into the fresh parts, fully fresh everything for the race. Oh wait, I didn't even do setup. Is it tough being perfect at cornering, just so damn good at hitting apexes? It is so tough. The struggle is real. Alright, Canada straights are important here. Look for good traction. Something like that, maybe. Just start off with anyways. Alright, that looks... Yep, I'm good with that. They're already in the 60% on confidence after one session, which is not the most common thing in my experience, so I'm happy with that. Oh wait, let me look at those engines. We could make these engines last another practice session. (67% and 69% confidence. Nice.
There's tension in...
Okay, 73 and 74%, and we know exactly where we need to be now. That's almost perfect, but the straights need a bit of a boost. There we go. Ooh, this one's a bit tricky. Alright, I think that's good. Bingo! Got it. Alright, and now we can put on, now that we've used these in qualifying, or not qualifying, in practice, we can actually put on the proper engine parts for the race sessions. So we only have 2 ERS, and the first one lasted us, what was that, 8 races? So 16, you're definitely going to have to take at least one new one before the end of the season. Alright, it is qualifying time. We've got a couple new upgrades on Liam's car that are not available on Behrman's yet, so we'll see the difference between them, what these additional updates will make. And we're looking at a dry session, so we are doing 2 lap runs for both of them to start off. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. I am doing good today. How are you? We are about to get started at the Canadian Grand Prix qualifying session here with Lotus. I'm doing very good now that we have scored points in Monaco, and
Ready, check.
let's see, I'm trying to find a good place to release Behrman.
Watch out for him.
There we
please.
go. Our fight this season, for those of you just joining us, is with RB for 6th in the championship, and we are currently leading them by 15 points to 10 on the season. So, now coming into Canada, let's see if we can continue to gain an advantage on them. They outscored us by 1 point in Monaco. Hopefully we can gain a bit on them.
We are P7.
Alright, let's see. We are
We're in a good situation.
Lawson's 3 tenths ahead of Ricardo. Behrman is 6 tenths off his teammate, a little bit further down the order. We are still got one more lap that we can do in this session if we need it. Let's see. Once Piastri and Alonso do a lap, we'll see. Because I think track grip is not ramping up very much. I mean, I think we are actually in a place now. 6 tenths off the bottom. I don't know if we necessarily need to send Lawson out again, but also I still don't think we're in a place where we're comfortable enough to be able to take that risk. Send Behrman out because there's a bunch of clean air right there. Gotta get Lawson out. Not ideal. Not the worst. Behrman is P13, 1.5 off of Verstappen, and we are safe. Okay. So we didn't need to send Lawson out. I'm good. You helped me sleep last night when I discovered I couldn't sleep and listen to your voice and fell asleep. Oh, glad to hear it. Wait, are we taking... Wait, why are we taking penalties? I changed my engine parts before qualifying. Why do we have penalties? Huh? That's weird. Why do we have penalties for changing parts? I did not get new parts by accident. I'm very certain that they are. Yeah, I'll pull it up after this lap. It should say like part engine 2. Like I swapped out the parts after practice 3, but before qualifying, which is within the regulations. We can't change those parts after qualifying starts, but it hadn't yet. So I don't know why it's saying we're going to take penalties, unless it's a bug.
We are P3.
P8. That was a really good lap. And you can cool the engine.
Copy.
I'm gonna be. I hope that's just like a bug and it's just showing that we have a penalty, but we're not actually gonna get a penalty. Because if we get penalized for that, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay. Let's see what we can do to get into Q3 here.
Currently in
So-
P14. Mode end. Mode
And
end.
Lawson is. Gonna get a tow from the RB, actually. This could be good. Gonna go up into P10. We still got Hamilton for the 3rd race in a row. Doesn't make it into Q3. The Mercedes qualifying place is actually atrocious. And Russell only moves up to P12. And, oh, Behrman already finished his lap. Okay. I had get grid penalty for seemingly no reason. It was 13 places. So, oh. Shit, so there's a bug with grid penalties then. Fuck. Behrman is 15th, but Liam is into Q3. Looks like, so I guess the only consolation, I guess, is that it looks like both of the RBs, Ricciardo and Tsunoda, are the 2 other drivers in the grid who also have the penalty indicator right there. So, at the very least, the team we're fighting against, both of their drivers are also getting hit with the same thing we are, right, by the looks of it. So, at least it's going to be a level playing field as far as that's concerned.
Okay, that's the green light now.
Alright, we're going to send him out on 2 laps on a U set, and then we're going to send him out on 1 lap on a fresh set at the very end of the session. See what we can do here. I think we're not going to get anywhere near the top 6, but we could get a 7th again like we did in Monaco. If we can beat out Tsunoda and the 2 Aston Martins.
We are P6. We're happy to push all the way in. So
Oh,
we'll push into
I
the
thought that was... Yeah, never mind. Tsunoda and Stroll are ahead of us. Okay. So we are down at P10. We're going to have one more shot at this. See if we can out-qualify Tsunoda, because Tsunoda's going to take a drop too, but if we can get ahead of him, we will start ahead of him in the race. Alright, we got some nice clean air here. See what we can manage. Oh, we're hitting some traffic. I hope Stroll didn't cost us much time there. I see improvements in the 1st and 2nd sector. It's a 21.7, 21.6. We're improving, but it looks like we're still a bit off of Sonoda's time. We're going to need a great third sector to get ahead of him somehow. And what's it going to be for us in Q3? We'll move ahead of Stroll. Has Stroll set his final lap time yet? No. So I hope he does not improve enough to move back ahead of us.
Fast in lap. Copy.
And he does not. So we're good there, but Sonoda's going to be ahead of us regardless. But if that indicator is correct, we are going to take a penalty. But Sainz beats Leclerc to pole by 0.06 of a second. So that is going to be Carlos Sainz's third pole position of the year. So far, it has just been Verstappen, Sainz, and oh, nope, sorry, Leclerc also does have a pole position. So it is, yeah. So it looks like Tsunoda, ourselves, and Ricardo are all going to take grid drops for absolutely nothing. Let's see what we can do. So we're going to be starting at the... What? Why? Why? If we're 21st and 22nd, the RBs better be fucking 19th and 20th. That's all I'll say. We're looking at dry race. Let's see what tires we have to work with. We've got... good amount of soft tires to work with, and only one set of mediums and one set of hards. For Behrman, same deal. We got one set of mediums, one set of hards, but a lot of soft tires. One stop could work, in theory. That's sick. Welcome in. How's it going? No, that wouldn't work. Vibin'? Hell yeah, you love to see it. I'm chilling. We are just doing a bit of gaming here, pre-gaming the Mika stream. I mean, Canada is a good place to overtake, but also because we're starting at the back. I think we're gonna have to split them. I think maybe we'll put Behrman on a 1-stop and we'll put Lawson on a 2. Go a lap under on both. saying that the one stop is a whole 7 seconds slower. Maybe yeah, we'll start him off on. We'll start him off on the one stop, but if it seems like 2 steps away to go, we will switch it. But I think we got to start on softs, just because we need to make up positions, so we need to have the best tire possible at the start of the race. Alright, let's get into it. Canadian Grand Prix, let's go. Starting 21st and 22nd because the game bug hit us with a penalty that we really shouldn't have gotten, but let's see if we can somehow fight up the grid and get some points.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. And with his helmet on, that trademark smile is gone. But now's the time to focus.
I don't think there'll be many expecting them to mount a challenge from P19.
Okay, so they are starting P19 and P20. That's good.
This is it. We're moments away now. and the Canadian
Holland,
Grand Prix.
welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
And it's lights out.
And in relation to
And away
Erling
we
Haaland,
go.
I assume. Alright, let's see. Starting from the back of the grid, we've got the RBs just ahead of us. And whoa, Behrman had an insane start. Did you see that? Alright, let's see what we can do here.
And save fuel where you can.
Copy that.
Sonoda's already made it up into P17. Behrman's got a much better start than Lawson up into P20.
Happy to back off.
Copy.
And Ricardo's got back past Behrman up into P20. We are dead last again. Oh, unfortunately.
Save the tires.
Yeah, copy, copy.
We've got Lawson going more aggressive, so I'm going to Behrman back off first, so Lawson can charge.
Copy.
With battery and DRS, can we clear Ricardo? Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of cars up here. Can we make any move? We're going to go past... Oh, nope. Never mind. Not past Ricardo. We're going to try to hold this around the outside. Do we have the grip to make a move? Doesn't look like it. Maybe? Because he is on medium tires. Looks like... Yeah, it is a mix. We got medium, soft, and hards out there. Stroll's the only one doing the hard to start. Alright, go on Liam. With some ERS, can we get past?
Overtake is available.
Okay.
Can we make a move here? We have got a lot of positions to make up if we want to score any points today. Oh, and we're going to go around the outside, then have the inside line, and we should have Gasly here as well. Good move from Liam Lawson. The next car ahead is Bottas. And we're going to make the move. Good stuff from Liam Lawson. Behrman is... We're going to put him on the charge here just a little bit.
Push more of the tires now.
We're going to need him to close up to Ricardo.
overtake is available.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, Logan Sargent, we've got DRS on him. We should be able to make an overtake here, and we're going to dive down the inside, and Lawson... Oh, and Sargent goes wide, and that gives us what we need to clear him and make it up into P17. Good start so far from Liam Lawson. We are up into P17. Sonoda, our rival, is the next car ahead, about 2.5 seconds up the road. And looks like Behrman has now cleared Gasly, and Ricardo, the other RB, is the next guy up on the road for him to overtake.
We need to get these tires to last.
Copy.
Alright, looks like Albon has a small issue. We should be able to get past him here. He's got past him, and now we got Guan Yu Zhou to get past. And with a bit of ERS, we have got it done. Lawson up into P15. And Sonoda is still the car ahead. We are just trying to cut through this pack as quickly as you can. Lap 6, we have got our guy up to P15, Sonoda in P14. But on soft tires, we might be able to get him as well, our main rival in this race. Behrman's got Ricardo back down in P20. So our, for those of you who don't know, we are in a fight with RB for 6 in the Constructors in this season. So this is our main rival. The only good thing is that we took penalties that saw us drop down to the bottom of the pack. But the RB, our rivals, both of them also conveniently took penalties this weekend, which meant that they were starting in 19th and 20th just ahead of us. So both teams have got big slug ahead of us, trying to just cut our way through the pack and score as many points as we can possibly get. Or maybe a better way to word it is maybe make up as many positions as we can possibly get to score maybe a point or two. I don't think big points is on. It's on not on the cards for us. I saw a fault develop and I thought Behrman had a problem. That was scary. Good news is we got Lawson up into 14th, and actually we're only about a second and a half away from the points positions, because the top 7 have broken away. 8th is going to be the best we can do today, but it is still not that far off. Hamilton in 8th is only 3 seconds ahead of us up the road, so if Lawson can continue to keep up this pace, we do have a shot.
Doing a good job with the tires.
Alright, I'm going to need Behrman to push a bit. We can't be losing time fighting a Sauber. I need him to catch up to Albon. And Lawson is now going to go for it with Russell very soon. But Sonoda... Oh, fuck you, Sonoda. Where can we go? Can we go down the inside on Russell? We can. So all soft tires are definitely doing the job for us. We are carving our way through the field up to 14th, but Sonoda has once again got back past us and is still ahead of us.
He has DRS.
Sonoda, although, is on medium tires, so we are on a different strategy. So it's really going to be interesting to see which strategy pans out better between the two of us. Oh, they're fighting here. We're going to go deploy. Push, and we should be able to clear Hulkenberg as well, hopefully, also on medium tires. Can we make a lunge into turn 1? Just barely. Do not have enough. Russell is trying to come back at us here, but he doesn't have it. Think going into turn 4 here, we should have enough to make a move on Hulkenberg, but we do not. We are using up a lot of battery here. Okay.
How are the tires, Pierre?
Now we've got the move done on the 3rd time of asking. And now we can continue down the road and try to catch up to Sonoda, who's up in a P12. From bottom of the pack, we have had Lawson and Sonoda charging up to P12 and P13. So there actually are points to be won here. Behrman's got himself up into P16 now. We need to charge up the battery, though, because we are dead on battery. So our tires are starting to go away from us just a bit here. We got to make it to lap 21 to make this work for us, though. Yeah. It seems like the medium tires are now the strongest tire after 11 laps. We're starting to fall a bit away now. I'm trying to think. I have an idea. Something that might work.
The next car back is now Hulkenberg. Gap to Hulkenberg 0.4.
Turtle, welcome, and how is it going? 15, 13. Could push really hard on hard tires. Trying to figure out the best way to make this strategy work for us. Gotta cook some steaks? Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so this actually looks like a quicker strategy to allow us to get off of these soft tires sooner. We did... Okay. Okay, we're cooking. We are cooking, because these soft tires seem to be, after 11 laps, we were strong for the first 11 laps, but now we're struggling, so I want to get off these soft tires as soon as possible. So we're going to do that.
Try your best to hang in there.
He's vulnerable.
Pace. We are doing 119.7. Bearman's doing a 127. Medium runners doing 120, 119.5, 122. Cora Mori, welcome and thank you for the follow. How's it going? Oh shit, official Kismet. Hell yeah, thank you for the 4 months resub, 6 months in a row. No, 4 months of tier 1, 6 months in a row. Hell yeah. Welcome in. Thank you for the sub. How you doing?
Okay, copy that.
We are actually starting to gain on this pack ahead of us.
Keep going.
Okay, Stroll, 12th place is only 1.3 ahead now. Okay. Go on and cook, Liam. Good, how you? I've been doing great. I've been having a good time. I've been on my streaming grind this week. This is the 4th time I'm streaming this week, actually. But I've been chilling. I've been having a good summer.
Yeah, copy that.
Alright, bring it down a little bit so we don't get the tires too hot.
Keep the pace down to cool these tires.
Copy.
Alright, Oakley's gotten back past him.
We can get them back.
Behrman's pushing a bit too much to make this one-stop work. Yeah, we may need to. Yeah, we may need to switch to two-stop. I don't know if the one-stop's gonna work. Okay, those are our two-stop options. It looks like this one would be quickest. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to make this work right now. I need to gain positions ASAP, but we're in a tight spot here. All right. Looks like one of these is going to be our quickest option. Yeah, I think we'll do that, just so we can still have a way to split them. Tsunoda's already made it up into 8th place. Are we approaching our pit window? We are. Okay, so we can afford to push on these tires.
Copy, mate. Copy.
Alright, have Behrman use a bit of battery, push a bit on the... Can't have him push as much as Liam is, but... okay. Alright, we should clear Russell here with Behrman on... Oh, he's gonna cut into the inside, but that's gonna mean we can't get the overtake done here.
We need to slow down.
Oh, okay, okay. Somehow an Alpine is in 12th place right now. Don't know how that happened. But we should clear him pretty quickly. And we do. Alright, keep charging. Tires are dangerously hot.
Cool the tires.
We're going to bring that down. And Ocon is going to get past us because we wanted to cool the tires.
Russell, the car behind.
Alright, I think we're losing way too much time fighting right now. If we pit, where are we gonna drop down to? We're gonna drop down to last. But we should have some clean air to work with. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this now.
Box this lap.
Yeah, copy box.
Okay.
Increase lift and coast.
Good pit stop.
Copy.
Let's see it. 2.611. I think that is one of our best pit stops yet. You love to see it.
Bottas ahead. Gap
That is not
5
Bottas ahead.
seconds. Gap behind 0.6. You can reduce lift and coast if desired. We need recharge off here. So we'd like to increase management.
Copy.
Let's push.
Copy.
Okay, we've reached the pack. Now we need to use some battery to get past. We're gonna go overtake aggressiveness high on both guys.
Car in front is Bottas. Gap to Bottas at 0.6. Albon is the car behind. Albon behind at 0.2.
Alright, now we're gonna bring Bearman in for his first stop.
Copy.
Let's make sure.
Box.
Copy, boss.
Suggest to try a little more lift off.
Copy.
Alright, first pit stop for Bearman. Let's make it a good one. I know I say that every time, but every pit stop's gotta be a good one. I'm gonna be like, let's be real. Let's be so real. 2.774. The pit stop times are getting better. 2.6 and 2.7. Also drop him out into last, but with clean air.
Albon ahead. Big push.
Alright, let's use a bit of battery here to get past. Push a bit on the fuel. Let's clear these guys quickly.
For fuel.
Yeah, copy that.
Alright, everybody's coming to the pits. Beautiful.
Maximum fuel saving.
Okay, man, copy.
We got lap time 124, 124, 2. Okay, our lap times are looking good. Bearman gets past Albon. Good.
Your tires are in a good place.
Copy.
got our guys up into 14th and 15th now, but Ricardo and Tsunoda ahead are so much further ahead of us. It's... Ugh, I don't know how they... Their pace the last couple of races has been insane.
Ocon, DRS.
Yeah, understood.
Let's clear these
We are
guys.
happy with management.
Quickly, please. I need to get ahead of them. They are holding us up.
Copy, copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Yellow flags.
Increase lift and coast.
Okay, copy.
And recharge on.
Copy. Now P16. That's Hulkenberg 2 seconds ahead. Gap now 2.4 seconds. Behind now we have Ocon. Gap is 5.8.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Alright. Not much we can do from here. There's no fight ahead, there's no fight behind. We just gotta kind of see through this middle stint and then get onto the... Ricardo's into the pits. Has he done a pit stop yet, or is this his first pit stop? Or, I guess this is his second pit... Nope, he's one stopping. Okay. Stroll's gonna come to us. He's got a big problem ahead. There we go. Up into P12 for Lawson. Even max pushing on these hard tires still has him so far ahead of the projected dead curve. So can't really bring him in early though. Let me see if I switch to soft tires. I could get off of these mediums quicker, actually. Trying to do something with the strategy here, guys. Name a driver. Jensen Button. I've been saving up. Yeah, I want to do my own spin on Name a Woman. Yeah, I'm going to bring him in sooner because I am not liking the pace of these hard tires.
Yeah, copy that.
And based on how the degradation is going, I'm going to have more room to push in the medium tires than the game is projecting I should.
Here's the car ahead of you. Keep going.
Alright, let's pull the trigger on this.
Try your best to hang in there. You'll have another chance to do something.
Stroll has a serious problem. Stroll is going to have to retire here. I think his engine's gone or something.
We'll be boxing this
Yep,
lap.
yep, Stroll is out.
Copy, boss.
Stroll is out. Safety car, maybe? Safety car? Come on, safety car! Fuck yeah, alright. Bringing both guys in now, then.
Safety car. We'll go recharge on. Stay close to the delta.
Yeah, copy.
Just keep working the tires.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Stroll has a problem. His engine has failed. We now have a chance to get a cheap pit stop. Yeah. Soft tires are not going to make it to the end. It's got to be mediums. Mediums for both guys. We're going to be double stacking here, but I think we've got enough of a gap between them. Yeah, it's like 10 seconds. We're good. We can double stack for sure.
Just focus on tire management.
Copy.
Amazing. Okay. Everybody ahead of us diving to the pits. Everybody's going in. Hard tires for some of the guys ahead. Some people are going to hard, some are going to mediums. I think it just depends on what you have left, because I think most people had only one set of each.
Okay, we're coming now to the pit.
Alright, good stop. We need a good stop here. Come on. Good shit. 2.8. Alright, same thing for Behrman. Let's see it. Oh, it's slow stop. Oh, no. It's a 4.8. Oh, it's a rare mistake from our pit crew. I'm going to drop Behrman down to P15. We got Lawson in P13.
Still 27 laps to
All
go.
right.
Anything can happen.
RBs are still ahead of us, but with another safety car, we do actually have a chance for points.
Battery is full.
Although Behrman is lapped, so if they let the lap cars through, Behrman's not going to be in a position to do anything,
We are
unfortunately.
currently P13. Magnussen the car ahead.
It's all on Lawson to make up some positions and maybe score a point
We've
here
got
for us.
Hulkenberg behind.
Lawson's the last car to not be lapped, which is good for us.
on these tires.
Copy.
Work the tires.
Lap car's been overtake, which means Bearman's gonna go through.
We should be able to push. When you're ready, mode race, mode race. Copy.
Alright, safety car is coming in. This is
Car in
it.
this lap. For the
We're going to give it
restart,
everything we got.
mode
Try to
race.
make up some positions. Try to get Lawson into the points.
He's vulnerable. You do have overtake available.
Copy. Let's
Safety
get
car
it.
has ended, and we are a go. Up at the top of the order, Sainz is going to lead us away, followed by Perez, Piastri, Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, Alonso, Hamilton, Tsunoda, and Russell is the top 10. We've got Lawson here. We got to clear some cars quickly. We've got good tires. We've got lots of fuel and battery to use. Got a lot of guys ahead of us on hard tires, so we will have a bit of a tire advantage right now.
Still a long way to go. Overtake available.
Copy.
Did Bearman crash? What happened?
Yeah, but everything fine.
What happened?
Big contact.
Well, that doesn't tell me much of anything. I just assume he hit him in the back. Do we have damage on... We have damage on Bearman. So, big contact apparently, but Bearman's car is fine, so we are chilling. Lawson up in a P12, and now he's got Tsunoda and Ricciardo just ahead. Investigation. No penalties given. Good.
Keep your head down.
Alright, with a bit of battery, can we get back past Ricciardo up into P11 maybe? Gonna go for it here. He's got DRS, and with DRS and some battery, we're gonna get past Ricciardo and into P11. I hope if we can hold on to this, because Ricciardo is coming back at us, but it looks like he's gone off the road, trying to get the position back, and we are up into P11, and Tsunoda is the next car ahead, our next rival, trying to get P10 and maybe a
Pull
point.
the tires.
Copy.
Got 17 laps to go. We are in business.
Ricardo behind. Just do your best, please.
Alright, and Bearman is up into P14. But he's 26 seconds away from 13th because he was the first lap car, which means that they are way behind the front running pack from earlier in this race. And confirmation there. Hulkenberg does have damage, but somehow we walked away from that intact, even though it seems like Bearman was the one that caused that crash. And as long as we stay within DRS here, we are okay. We're gonna go top up and just try to recharge a bit. Go drive in clean air.
please could we take some free air? We are hot.
Okay, copy.
Oh, and even a top-up is putting us away from the pack. We gotta close up now and fast. We can't afford to fall out of their DRS. Okay, we are back. We are so back.
Copy.
And Signs and Paras looks like they are squabbling for the lead at the top, but we've got to get back within Sonoda's DRS. The only good news for us is that Ricardo has now fallen back to 4 seconds behind, so we don't have to worry about the threat from behind that much right now, unless he starts to pick up the pace later. But for now, we've got Lawson. Celestial Toast, welcome in. What the F1 is going on here? We have got Liam Lawson in 11th place. We are trying to catch up to Sonoda and maybe get a point out of this race.
Sonoda ahead. Gap ahead is 1.4.
How have we fallen back to 2.7 seconds behind?
Copy.
Cool the tires.
Copy.
We're still in a good position.
We got a whole DRS chain from 7th down to 10th ahead of us. That's the only thing keeping us in this. But someone ahead is slow. So we're kind of still doing the same times as everyone else. We're just a little bit behind.
Currently we're P11 here. Four seconds to him. The next car back is Ricardo. Tires have stabilized.
Copy.
Big lockup for Sonoda. He is only 1.6 ahead of us now. We gotta push here, even though we barely have anything left in the tank.
Overtake is available.
And I need to clear this lapped car out of our fucking way. Oh my god, he is holding... You are lapped. Get the fuck out of the way.
We need more lift and coast.
Increase lift and coast.
Copy.
Oh, we've got nothing left. It's another... It's like Imola again. We're stuck in P11. We just don't have the pace to catch up to the top 10. Trying to push on fuel, tires, battery. We just don't have enough pace to keep up with them. We kind of used everything we have. So it doesn't look like it's going to be any points today. Final lap.
We need to save fuel.
Yeah, got it.
Increase lift and coast.
Copy.
Yeah, this is going to be it
This
for
is the
us.
last
So
lap.
Copy.
we have Leclerc. Kind of got screwed by the safety car at Monaco, and he ended up finishing second, but it looks like Leclerc is going to get his first win of the season, his second of the season for Ferrari. Piastri's going to come home in second, and Sainz on third to make it a double podium for Ferrari. Verstappen just behind a P4, Norris P5, Perez in P6, Hamilton in P7, Alonso in P8, Russell in P9, and Sonoda in P10. Unfortunately, RB, our rivals, pick up a single point, and Lawson just did not have the pace to keep up and is P11, and we are out of fuel. Okay.
T11.
Logan Reed Media, holy shit. Welcome
This weekend
in.
we'll keep
Thank
on
you
pushing.
for the raid.
We're gonna move up, don't worry.
Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? Were you guys doing more F1 Manager today? Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know if I have any mods in chat right now. My one other mod is actually streaming herself right now. Here we go. I'm just gonna do it myself. There we go. I just did it myself. Everybody go give Logan a follow. Alright, that's our race for today. Unfortunately, no points, but we did pick up good points in Monaco. But this season is really starting to open up all of a sudden in these last 3 races. Last 4 races now, from Miami through to Canada. We have finally seen some changes into the point scorers. So, we're going to go. Leclerc gets his first win of the season, 3rd podium in a row. So, Ferrari are now very much picking up momentum. Piastri, another podium on the season in a P2. And Carlos Sainz gets back in the podium with a P3. That's 2 double podiums for Ferrari in a row. They had a 1-2 in Monaco and a 1-3 now here in Canada. So, big swing of momentum for Ferrari. Let's see what that does for their season. Verstappen in P4. Now 2 races in a row. He was on the podium every single race until Monaco. His engine blew in Monaco and now is 4th in Canada. So things are finally starting to shuffle up just a little bit at the top of our championship. And then we got Perez down in P6. Hamilton in P7, finally breaking his 3-race streak of not scoring any points. Alonso picks up another P8. George Russell is not 7th, sorry, 9th. And then last point, unfortunately for us, goes to Tsunoda, who adds a point to RB's total, which is going to close down their gap to us to only 4 points. Because I think going into this race, we were on 15 and they were on 10. So they're going to bring that down to a 4-point gap now that they have scored 11. Basically just rage quit. I can take poll results, but I just realized one of the glitches in this game, there's been 0 positive money since the start. Oh, shit. Interesting. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to take a look at that for my save as well, I guess. We also just had a glitch of our own today. Basically, right before this Canada race, we switched out our engine and gearbox for new ones. This was during practice sessions that we switched to a new engine and gearbox. This wasn't like taking one outside the allocation. This is moving from engine and gearbox 1 to engine and gearbox 2. And we got hit with a 21-place grid penalties for it that dropped us down to the bottom of the order for the race. And it was, you know, yeah, there are still some things about this game that are buggy and that are messing with us. I saw someone else came into chat earlier and was asking something about like their balance being 0 in their money as well. So it's, yeah. Yeah, contracts being broken too. We noticed that one on yesterday's stream. We were trying to sign I think we were trying to sign an F2 driver to an affiliate contract, and we set it to like give us, let us know within 7 days. Sent the contract offer. Like 2 or 3 days later, we get a response, but then you can't actually open the response to accept or deny or change or renegotiate. And then then the game keeps sending us more emails like, hey, you need to respond to this contract counter offer, and it doesn't give you an option to, and then it just expired the contract negotiations. It's, yeah, they have a patch coming at some point this week, and I'm hoping it fixes a lot of this shit, because so far, for the most part, the game's been running smoothly. This is like minor stuff, like I mean, this grid penalty thing was the biggest one that's kind of like wrecked a race weekend for us, but the affiliate thing is, or the contract negotiation thing is minor for now, but the money thing would definitely be a major problem once it comes up. So I'm hoping this next patch that comes out next week kind of fixes a bunch of these issues. let's hope. All right, so 11th for Liam again. 12th for Ricardo, 13th and 14th for Magnussen and Hulkenberg. I mean, I've still been having a lot of fun with this game regardless, but there are definitely some bugs that need to be patched very soon. That, like, yeah. We'll see what happens. All right. So, in our Drivers' Championship, Verstappen picks up 12 points, bring him up to 188. Perez actually still doesn't score as many as Verstappen, so Verstappen still technically extends his championship lead by another 4 points. But it's actually, Perez is not really the biggest issue anymore, because now they've got Sainz and Leclerc catching up to the Red Bulls in the Drivers' Championship, and then Norris and Piastri still pretty comfortably in 5th and 6th behind them. Russell scoring 2 points brings him up to 32, while Alonso scoring 4 points closes the gap to Russell. He's now only 2 points behind that 7th position. Hamilton moves back ahead of Stroll, with Stroll DNFing and Hamilton picking up 6 points. Lawson holds on to 11th at the championship, still on 12 points, but Tsunoda picking up 1 more point with his 10th place today, brings him up to 9 on the season. Behrman stays on 3 points, and Ricciardo stays on 2 points. So that is our battle for 6th right there. Then we've got Hulkenberg and Magnussen, followed by Albon, Bottas, Ocon, Gasly, Sargent, and Zhou Guanyu in the Drivers' Championship. And then we've got Red Bull on 344, followed by Ferrari on 281, who closed down the gap at the top by 20 points today, picking up 40 points to Red Bull's 20. And then we've got McLaren picking up 29 points as well, along with Mercedes down below, pick up 8 points. So they re-extend the gap ahead of Aston Martin by another 4 points, because Aston Martin have seemingly had or should have an advantage over Mercedes in the last few weekends, but they just have been unable to capitalize. Every single time they seem to have a chance at closing down and overtaking that lead that Mercedes has in the constructors. We stay on 15 points because we did not score any points today, but RB picking up 1 point, closed down that gap from 5 points to 4 points in that battle for 6th. It still stays the same down at the bottom. 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th have been consistently for a while now. Haas, Williams, Sauber, and Alpine